Tommy, go ahead.
Ah, let's do it. Welcome to another episode of That Takes Better Conversations. What episode is this? 167?
6-7. Yeah.
You don't even know the episode of your own show?
Because I'm going to get to why I'm not really thinking about it. First of all, JT at 6-7. But, we all saw what happened last night. You guys saw the thumbnail. You guys see the title. You guys see me. You guys see Spot. You guys see, Rod, Jay, Lee, Ghost. Today is the celebration of the new World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. A week after his birthday? Oh, this man is on top of the world right now. God damn. But I am one of your co-hosts. Not Tommy Btbc today. Not Tommy NA today.
The return of Tommy Punk.
Thank you, Lee. I'm glad you're
The
so
person
excited.
I know very well.
Tommy Punk is back. I am on top of the world. Russ Spot, go ahead, man.
Oh, it's a good day, man. It's a good day. CM Punk is finally world champion. Proper world title run in WWE. It's just a good day. Jay?
CM Punk, man. Loving you since I was a little ass boy. Saw you in the world title in person, but we know how that ended. Hopefully, you get a fruitful and great reign now. Saturday night main event. The day CM Punk finally grabbed that brass ring once again, man. Shout out CM Punk.
Rod.
Oh, man. We're back. Finally. CM Punk has captured the world title. Oh, man. It's great, man. Because now he's actually about to have a real reign with it. And I just feel special, man. Just seeing him just hold it again. Hits the feels, man. I can't wait to talk about it. And we also do got to talk about Drew McIntyre.
Is this the part where I leave?
So, stay tuned. Oh, and also, the GOAT is getting his own tournament bracket to see who's going to face him at Saturday night's main event. So, we'll talk about that more in depth. So, I'll pass it off to Ghost.
The World Heavyweight title is saved, but at what cost? Yay, CM Punk is champion. Do I look happy enough? Anyway, the Seahawks game is on. We're back on BTBC. Wrestling's weird. Continue, Lee.
Keep this comment up. Can you bring his comment back up? First, he beats me in my debut in the BTBC Fantasy Basketball by 20 points. And now Ken is saying this. I'm disappointed. But Drew McIntyre is officially packed up. Officially fucking buried. So it's been a rough 24 hours.
No.
It's been a rough 24 hours. First, Drew loses. Then Punk wins. Then Newcastle United lost to West Ham. And then 10 minutes later, I got killed in Fortnite by somebody with the same fucking skin. And now I have to deal with this. I'm disappointed. I just want to know.
Excited.
Yeah, do we sound excited? Oh, Marcus said Cody better.
Gotta get excited, man.
Yeah, well, fuck the Fed, champ.
Another prediction, Lee loses, by the way, Chad. Another prediction, another loss.
Yeah.
I'm still your IWA champion, by the way. My belt's being shot because I don't want this belt near this piece of shit celebration.
But before we can celebrate, we gotta talk about what else went down last night. And I guess we'll go in order. So that means this is gonna be your least favorite part of the stream, Lee. We got to talk about Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, WWE title.
I'll go last.
With the stipulation that if Cody gets disqualified or counted out, he loses the title.
All right, I'll go last.
You don't got to worry about that. Cody cheated, didn't get disqualified, and he's still your WWE champion, Tommy.
Oh man, that's ugly. And your segment got to open the show. That's tough.
No, I like that it's opening the show because get the crash out of the way early.
I guess you're right. But overall, just the in ring aspect of it, I thought it was all right. It was cool. It was fun. It's gonna be really hard to get those two in the ring and it not be like at least tolerable. Decent. So I don't think that was an issue at all. It's really just it's just ironic how this just keeps happening to little old Drew McIntyre. I don't have much else to say because whatever else is gonna come out is all gonna be directed at Lee and is gonna be trolling. So I'm gonna rejoice back for right now. Rod, Jay, you guys go ahead.
Jerry.
Thank God Jay's not here
Yep.
right now.
Yeah, shut your ass up, nigga. You know I'm here.
Fuck.
Listen, man. All right, all seriousness.
Oh.
You can't help. Now I don't feel bad for the Drew McIntyre, but it's like
Right, fuck you, bitch.
at what point do Drew McIntyre fans have to not have to care about their own mental health and stop cheering for this dude? I mean, seriously, bro. All Drew McIntyre is good for at this point is posting memes on Twitter. He's like Drew McIntyre. He's like when you go to the zoo, you see them animals, you point them out. And you know what I'm saying? The sea lion might make you laugh, but you're not going to take him home. That's how Triple H is treating Drew McIntyre. Like, oh, you're a good hand. You could go in, you could have an amazing promo. You're going to have a 5-star match. You could do whatever, but you think we putting a title on you, Scott boy? No. Like, at this point, it's really ridiculous. And it's funny because Cody really did some top guy shit that a lot of people not peeping. Cody really did some top guy shit. Let me explain what Cody did. First, he gave himself that Superman stipulation. Drew laid that Superman stipulation down. Not only that, they opened the show. Cody knew that decision was not fire. Cody knew that was not a good decision. My nigga said, if I'm keeping this title, I'm opening the show. I'm going to fuck home early, bro. And Triple H grind me for that. He had that shit over the show because he wanted to send him home happy with Punk winning, which obviously made people happy. But still, bro, that was some nasty shit what Cody Rhodes pulled. And it's even nastier because Drew is going to keep going for this shit, bro. Drew's going to walk in this Friday with a smile on his face talking about I got screwed. Give me a fucking break. How do you have a stipulation where if Cody gets disqualified, he's dropping the belt, and then niggas still don't drop the belt, bro? Rod, go ahead.
And he cheated.
Oh man, how is it? You see, this is what I don't get, bro. If Cena did some shit like that, they'd eat his ass up for it. They'd completely chew him up and spit him out for fucking having a stipulation like that. And yet Cody just goes along, marrying, whatever, and people don't really care. But I'm not gonna lie, I have an issue with what's going on right now, and more specifically with Cody, more than anything. And the issue is, I don't want to say it's all his fault because a part of it comes from booking, and a lot of it is lazy booking. We spent 2 straight Saturday nights, not 2 straight, but like in back-to-back years. Last year in December, Cody Rhodes run off of, again, cheating, and again he wins this year cheating against Drew McIntyre, and both formally almost in the same way.
Not to mention Rod, both matches I would it would be matter of fact, hold on. It would be different if there were matches where it was like, oh, okay, Cody should win this. Both matches were matches where he arguably should have lost, or the majority of people think he should have lost. Like these losses weren't just like, oh, I understand why Cody won. Both of them, back to back years, people were saying, oh, Kevin Owens or Drew McIntyre should have won, bro. But please go ahead.
It's honestly, it's very unfair. And I was saying this last week. It's almost like as if Triple H is scared to take the title off of this guy because he doesn't believe that this guy could actually keep himself as a main event star outside of the title scene. And like the fact that you're not even giving other people opportunities is absolutely ridiculous. The other thing I'm really sick and tired of, I'm sick and tired of this whole Drew McIntyre This guy is just always coming out every week talking about, oh, I got screwed. I'm tired of that whole bullshit, bro. Like, he not the Scottish warrior anymore. He the Scottish bitch. Cause that's all he does every week. He just bitches. That's like, what happened to 2020 and 2021 Drew McIntyre? Like,
Hold on there.
what
2021 Drew McIntyre wasn't much better than what he is now.
well, I can't tell. Cause this year is
Because
just
he was saying the same shit after the stuff with Lashley.
this year it's like 10 times worse. Cause every time earlier this year he was running a program with Sammy where he felt like he was getting screwed all the time, and again same thing in a program with Damian Priest. Oh, I got screwed, and then now he's doing it again with Cody. It's like every fucking time the guy's
That-
just and I'm sick and tired of hearing that. And I know that has to do more with booking than anything. And to be honest, it's getting really frustrating because the guy feels as a character, he feels like he's running in circles. There's no progression here, and it's arguably the weakest he's looked since actually since before the pandemic. It's the weakest he's looked. He looks probably one of the stupidest person on the roster, setting himself up for that stipulation and still losing in the way that he lost. And I've seen people online, oh, this is gonna set up for Survivor Series. No, I don't want to see this at Survivor Series. I don't want to see Drew McIntyre near the world title
I'll finish.
like anytime soon, because the guy just needs to completely repackage himself, and he's lost all sense of momentum ever since losing to CM Punk at Bad Blood last year. The guy is also, by the way, I don't know what it is, but he's been a completely different worker in the ring. He like realistically, what like last year, and this is what I mean. He's been a completely different worker in the ring, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's regressed. I don't know if it's just he's not caring because he knows he's getting put in positions where he's losing all the time. But last year, Drew McIntyre was working in the ring. This year, bro, come on. Like I don't even know, because the WrestlePalooza match wasn't that great. This one wasn't all that good either. A lot of the matches that he's worked this year just haven't been great at all. It's not up to the Drew McIntyre level that I expect him to be, and I just really don't know what it is. And just this whole notion of him just constantly getting screwed, and then him coming out every week talking about, oh, I got screwed, and it's just like, bro, we're like literally running in fucking circles all the fucking time. So when is he ever going to get his payoff? And unfortunately, at this point in time, I'm done even believing that this dude's ever going to get his payoff. He's probably just going to be stuck making people look good for the rest of his career, kind of like how Dolph Ziggler was doing in the back half of his WWE career. The guy's just going to be sitting there being put in world title scenes just to make people look good. At this point, that's what he is. He's just a guy to put somebody else over. So, and his character is written so poorly, it's crap. And on top of that, it's not like he's given much effort in the ring either. The guy cuts great promos. I thought the promo he cut on Friday Night SmackDown was great. And then you go out there and you put a crappy ass match like that. And I know a part of that is Cody Rhodes too. But Drew McIntyre, for a majority of the year, to me personally, has regressed in the ring. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot wrong here, and it's just not just with them. There's a lot wrong with the current product right now, and a lot of it has to do with writing. And right now, writing wise, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre are not up to par.
Oh, Drew McIntyre. Once again.
Ghost, just get your trolling out of the way. Come on. I know you're gonna fucking do it. Get out of the fucking way. Go on. Ghost, give the same energy I've been giving you for weeks about Seth Rollins. Give me the same energy. Come on.
Oh shit. I know Seth Rollins is a fucking dumbass for doing that coast to coast headbutt, but at least he ain't getting screwed.
See?
wait, so what did Cody do? Oh my god, DDT on the title. And then he grabs him. One crossroads.
Wow, 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 wow.
One crossroads. I thought he was gonna do 3 just to make sure, but this nigga said nah. Maybe Jay was right. Maybe he did want to go home early. He probably wanted to do 3. He's like, nah, I gotta go home early. One crossroads.
Now, if you wanted to go home early, he wouldn't have been there to take that fucking photo.
Not only that goes, but the guy literally tried every trick in the book. He tried literally everything up his sleeve to get Cody disqualified, and he still lost. The guy was literally trying everything, pushing him in the referee, giving him the title so that he could he could get hit. He was literally trying everything in the book, and he still lost.
Bro,
how can you not tell me
that Cody also gave a low blow as well?
Yeah, how can you not tell me that this guy is one of the most poorly written characters in all of WWE?
Like a low blow is a disqualification. The ref saw it and said that nah, not doing it.
Oh my god, man, Cody, what an interesting guy, man. You know, Rhodes.
All right, go. Let's talk about the match now.
The match, cool, I guess. I mean, it picked up a little bit, but then they decided to do that finish. I was hoping Randy would come back and just do something. Of course, didn't happen.
He's
another guy.
Like, yeah, that's another question. Where the fuck is he?
The dude is.
He hasn't been seen since losing to Drew, pretty much.
The dude he's just stuck in this main event title scene that they don't even know what to do with him. Bro, if you don't know what to do with it, put him in something else, please. Like the guy is clearly still in great in-ring shape.
Let me remind you,
he can still
extremely over.
Let me remind y'all, Randy Orton is a Triple H guy.
I can't tell.
Yeah, you're right. You can't tell. It's crazy, isn't it? Randy Orton is somewhat a Triple H guy, and yet we can't find something for him to do until it's time to basically turn him heel or whenever his big thing is going to happen.
Well, the thing is like we've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for a year plus, and I don't even.
They don't have nothing for him. Like they're not thinking about it. They don't got no.
Yo, can you guys hear me again?
Yes, I can hear you.
My whole internet just cut out there for a couple of seconds.
Don't try to duck. Don't try to duck.
No, and they're telling me like my TV went, my YouTube stopped and everything. My phone was going down and everything.
All right, Lee, the floor is yours.
I became the most famous person in America.
I don't even know where to fucking begin. Fucking bullshit. I have to keep my voice down because my parents are asleep, and because we're starting late today.
No, you don't.
I blame Tommy, so I can't really scream today. What the fuck is Trish? Like, I just want to know at this point, what did Drew do to Triple H backstage?
Must have fucked Stephanie McMahon or something.
He must have wanted to fuck Stephanie. You know, he must have just called him a bald fraud to his face or some shit like that. Which, would he be wrong if he did? To lose on one crossroads after a DDT on the title. You've just buried one of your biggest heels on the roster. Yes, Ghost, I said that.
Rollins is injured, but continue.
That's why I said current, because Rollins is injured.
That nigga not Dom.
We'll get into Dom later on. We're gonna get into Dom later on.
Oh, don't do that. Go ahead, keep talking about Drew. Keep talking about Drew.
In-ring psychology, Dom is better than Drew at the moment.
We'll get into the repeated bullshit Dom's doing. One crossroads. You know, Triple H, you were edging the fans the whole fucking time with that match. You know, Cody going through the table, the Claymore when he had the title in his hands. You were edging fans the whole time, just for Drew to lose on one crossroads, and they should have just done the WrestlePalooza plan that Cody and Drew pitched. It would have been perfect for everyone. Tommy, you can just say this in the stream. You don't need to go in the chat and say this.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Marcus,
God.
Drew hasn't had a good match this year at all.
Nope.
Huh? I'm going on
He
cage
hasn't.
match. I'm going on cage match.
I'm
Right now.
telling you, you look back at his catalog. There's not a
This year goes.
There's a good match. There's not great match.
The only
It's
like
definitely-
decent
so
match
it's
he's had is
100%
Damian
a
Priest one at WrestleMania. That was the only good one.
There's no fucking way. Continually.
Then the match itself, I would say it was probably one of the better matches on the card last night.
That doesn't say much.
It doesn't say much for the card when you had Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Jey Uso in the ring.
Jesus Christ.
Also, yeah, can we respect Rollins and Drew? Thank you.
Oh, the
That-
4-way at Backlash, yeah. But like,
I wasn't really on Drew. Drew and Damian left that match. There's also
Drew
a
versus
lot
Punk
of
Bad
that.
Blood. That's not this year.
That's last year.
Rollins and Drew. Rollins and Drew.
Yeah, that was probably his best match this
It's
year.
probably his best match this year. I'm not even joking.
You know, I
Unless
just
you
want to
want to
know
count the.
where the fuck is the Drew McIntyre from the beginning? Not the first Raw on Netflix, but December last year, Bloodline Hunter. Taking out the Bloodline. Where the fuck is that Drew McIntyre? Why didn't they run forward with that story? Why did they say, fuck that story? You can beat Sammy and keep your undefeated streak against him. Sorry for mentioning that spot. But we're going to have you lose to both Uso brothers in 2 months. Twice. And then we're going to have you... to be fair, the Rumble, that's not on him. Damian Priest eliminated him earlier than he should have been eliminated. So, you can't really blame Drew there.
Nigga, he
Chamber-
wasn't going over anyway.
Yeah, no, but he got eliminated hella earlier than he was supposed to.
I don't think it would have mattered anyways because he was.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered, but like you can even see like the cameras weren't ready for his elimination or anything, so he was eliminated early. But and then screwing, him being eliminated first in the elimination chamber. Well, I knew it was going to come, and I knew it was going to be Damian Priest to set up the match. They just did it so dirty as well. And just the year following, like, yeah, you gave him the win at WrestleMania, but it didn't mean fuck all for him. Ghost, what are you on?
I'm watching the Seahawks game. Continue.
Oh, I'm guessing the Seahawks are losing. Let's fucking go.
Nope.
Drew, they've just been screwing Drew all year,
Oh,
and I'm just empty at this point. I don't know how to feel about Drew McIntyre as a wrestler anymore. I miss the old Drew McIntyre. And the match itself was just meh. I ain't got much to say on it.
It's crazy because this is a guy who I think he's liked by a lot of people. He can cut great promos. I still think he can, even though he hasn't had realistically a great match this year. Yes, I guess the Fatal 4-Way, sure, but like from a one-on-one perspective,
That wasn't really on him though. He didn't do much
Like,
in that match.
from a one-on-one perspective, he just really hasn't had. He really hasn't had the an outstanding match that like stands out. Like, and Ghost said the Seth Rollins one, and I don't even remember that. that should tell. And I'm pretty sure most
That
of you
was
here
during
don't
his
even.
roll-up era, so that's probably why.
Yeah, and that's a very forgettable era. But that last year, every year he's had at least something memorable come out of the year, and this year there's been nothing. There's been absolutely nothing, and I think this is the year more than others because I know people like to bring up 2022. I think this is the year that they failed him the most creatively.
I will say 2022 had its moments with him.
Yeah, but he was able to recover in the back half. He hasn't
I wouldn't
recovered
say
at
so.
all.
I wouldn't say so.
He had a spectacular match with Roman Reigns.
Got screwed, and then he got screwed by in that match.
Yeah, but he had a
Then the
spectacular.
Friday after, he got screwed again by in a DQ with Solo. And then he was part of the War Games, which he lost.
But he had
I think he started losing, and then he got put in the
Lee.
tag team division, which was famous.
He had a spectacular match with Roman Reigns. He doesn't have anything close to that this year.
Well, that match is
He doesn't.
generational, so.
He doesn't have anything close to a story this year that even comes close to anything he did with Roman Reigns.
The Bloodline Hunter Sting had potential, but Triple H decided to bin it off.
And
For
he
no
feuded,
reason.
yeah, and he feuded with, and I'm not gonna lie, that match with Madcap Moss is probably better than a lot of the matches he's done this year.
The two he had with Madcap were really good.
Well, yes,
well.
both of them, and the one, what was it at Super Showdown? What was the pay-per-view?
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Yeah, he had it, bro. That was a really good. That was a no disqualification, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was probably the best match on that card.
It was, not Women's Chamber, maybe.
Women's Chamber and then that match.
Yeah,
The
but like,
men's Elimination Chamber, Brock
and
Lesnar. It was shit.
so, and this is the thing that's concerning, that a Madcap Moss match is better than most of the things that he's done this year. That just tells me that the guy hasn't done anything memorable, and I really do believe that that creatively they failed him. They have completely failed this guy. They've made him literally a joke. He doesn't seem like a credible title contender. And to be honest, like he's chasing after ghosts. The guy is completely chasing after ghosts. He's not winning the WWE title. Hell, even if he shifts over to Monday Night Raw, he's not winning the World Heavyweight title. And it's crazy because that landscape doesn't even look all that great right now. And the WWE had the opportunity to do something absolutely hilarious where they could have crowned Punk and Drew McIntyre on the same night, world champions. Instead, they just did not decide to do that. For what reason? You don't decide to crown Drew McIntyre, bro. People aren't asking Triple H to give Drew McIntyre a 300+ day reign or anything like that. All we're asking is give him something.
I would have been happy with a 2-month reign.
And that's what I'm saying, because everybody knows Cody Rhodes is going to walk into WrestleMania as champion. But the fact that you don't even give him the opportunity, and there were people out there saying, oh, why waste it on a Saturday night's main event? That's not the point. The point is that you give him something that he can work with after the year of crap that you've given him. Because at the end of the day, that guy, he's worked long and tirelessly. He literally had the best feud of the year last year, had an insurmountable amount of momentum, and completely lost it within the first 2-3 months of the year. How do you, as a writer, kill off that much momentum that the guy goes on to have creatively his worst year after having creatively his best year, where he only won a world title for 5 minutes?
Bro, Punk, the guy he was feuding with last year, they both had, two people were part of the feud of the year. One person won the title at the same event that Drew McIntyre lost his consecutive title match, bro. Another title match that he lost while on the same event. Actually, on the same event, Punk captured his second world title of the year.
Exactly. And it's just
meanwhile,
like
that same night that Punk won it the first time, Drew was feuding with Jelly Roll the same night.
And this is where I say, like, he's had a drastic creative fall off, because he goes from, like I said, having this insurmountable amount of momentum going into the year, and as a booker, this is what you book him for this whole year. You shouldn't have a job, Triple H. You shouldn't. You should be fired. Somebody needs to take your position of writing shows, because you are incapable of creating moments for guys who have been giving literally everything to you. He literally gave everything last year. He put on probably the most brutal WWE match anybody had ever seen, probably in the last decade. He was gushing blood. He had to be off TV. And what do you give him? A year worth of crap? That's like inexcusable. Triple H should be tried for his crimes, for what he's done to Drew McIntyre's character. The guy's a huge joke. This is ridiculous. Vince McMahon would have never done this. There's no way Vince McMahon would have absolutely destroyed someone's credibility this fast. Somebody as big of a star as Drew McIntyre. But Triple H doesn't know how to do a continuation of, like, stories, and he just does all this shit where he expands on stories, adds layers. Bro, we don't care. Not every story needs 10 fucking layers added to it. You're gonna keep adding, and what is this, layers to Cody's heel turn, to his eventual heel turn? What, in 2030? Come
Yeah,
on.
this heel turn thing with Cody, I've already given up on it after SummerSlam, and now they're trying to tease us again.
But I'm telling you, they're literally doing layers for a heel turn that's gonna happen 3-4 years down the road.
Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. What's Cody gonna do now? Can someone tell me?
They're probably gonna run a
Absolutely fuck all.
They're probably. I'm not gonna lie. They're probably gonna run a triple threat at this point with him defending the title against Drew, against Randy.
Drew
guess
and
what?
someone else.
Drew's
Mark my
taking the
word,
pin.
we are literally at a point where I think a large majority of the audience now officially does not care about Drew McIntyre in this title picture, bro. Like this shit is so
I don't
bad.
even care about it anymore.
Like the biggest Drew fans do not care about Drew in that picture no more, bro. That shit is raps.
And this is where I think the conversation about Cody needs to start happening, where I think they're about to run into an issue where people are gonna stop caring about his title reign. It hasn't been great. The dude took a month off to come back to do this story that is garbage, to put on 2 stinker matches that aren't to his caliber.
I'm telling you, bro. Some people just needed not every I'll say this like that when you talk about the Attitude Era, they played hot potato with the belt a lot, but one thing that was going on is a lot of different guys got the opportunity to carry that strap and tell different stories with that strap. Mick Foley held the title three separate times. What were they all for like under 3 weeks or wherever?
Yeah.
He was still getting over. He was still getting stuff done with that title. The Big Show was the WWF champion. Taker was the WWF champion. Even Kane was the WWF champion for a day. Like, and not everybody needs like a long ass mega reign, bro. Well, I'm so tired of this shit. There is literally zero reason for the same way. I believe, like, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I really don't have an issue with someone dropping the title real quick and getting it back, especially when you're talking about someone like Drew McIntyre, who even if he just holds it for a month, what's that? 4 TV episodes and just looks dominant for 4 TV episodes. So what? Like, please give him some compensation for the work he's put in all 2024, bro. And I do agree in terms of his work regressing, but still, like, he should have been won the world title, bro. He should have won that WrestlePalooza. He could have dropped that Saturday night's main event. I'm not saying he should, but he could have dropped that Saturday night's main event. Like, what is the issue with Drew McIntyre going over? I really don't understand, yo.
And you know what? You know what pisses me off? It pisses me off that this is the same guy who gave compensation to Jey Uso. Gave him literally a 2-month reign because he was over, but you can't give Drew McIntyre a world title reign because he's actually talented.
If you ain't Samoan or got a big ass neck tattoo, you ain't getting shit.
Do y'all think Triple H's issue is thinking the things that worked in NXT would? But okay, and here's the thing:
I think it depends
is
on the person.
because I'm not even sure he's doing everything that actually worked in NXT, bro. If I remember correctly, the NXT Championship, there was probably one long title reign during Triple H's era. One, and I think that was
Boom.
Adam Cole, if I'm not mistaken. There was one. He has everybody, bro. He literally just had Tiffany Stratton go for over 300 days. If I'm not mistaken, I think Triple H since 2022 has 7 different 250 plus day title reigns. What?
Yuck.
And guess how many of them are memorable?
David Seattle.
2 of them, and one of them was Roman Reigns, who he took. He literally took it from Vince's hands. It was already set in stone. So I don't even give him that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we're not giving him that. No.
So my issue is it like what pattern is he not seeing? And why is everybody in the room who's booking with him not showing him a pattern that all of these reigns are not good because you're trying to extend them too long to the point where they're just getting dull. And a lot of these reigns actually suffer past 100 days.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm tired of, and it's going the same way for like the US IC title some ways, apart from the US because now that shit's actually getting defended. I'm tired of seeing waiting for WrestleMania, SummerSlams to watch titles change hands. I'm fucking tired of it. Like, people don't want to see you as champion until WrestleMania, where you probably are going to retain as well. Like, I feel like if you want, like, be real, does anybody actually care about Saturday night's main event?
No, it's been like the reinvention of Saturday Night's Main Event has been honestly god awful.
They
Here-
fried.
And
They fried Saturday Night's main event so
I'm only
bad.
going
Like,
to the
it
one
should
in
have been-
DC because it's that's
Like,
just it.
this
And
one in
then-
December is the only interesting one.
And then why is Jesse Ventura not out there? Like, he was actually adding something
man.
to Saturday Night Main Event, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He was really saving
What-
Saturday Night
What
Main Event.
what happened to that booth that they had? Because it would be Jesse and then it'd be what's the other guy's name?
You know
Joe
what happened?
Tessitore.
Joe
He,
Tessitore.
he messed up on commentary once, and they haven't let him back since. Or
What-
he didn't mess up, but he was being like truthful, like he was calling him out on the bullshit of the rules of the cage match. Ever since that event, he hasn't been back. I noticed that.
Really?
I know what I know what he's talking about. Yeah, he did say something about the rules.
Was that the
Oh,
one
no,
in May?
WWE
Was that the one that they
That
did
was
in
the
May?
Dream Priest one.
Yeah. Okay. So
When
originally,
was
I
that?
remember
May.
that was in May. Yeah.
But they haven't done. Oh, so this is the first one he's technically missed.
Nah, he wasn't
Not
in
ye-
July. He wasn't in July.
Yeah, it wasn't
either.
in July either.
Oh, they had one in July. They're so forgettable, so I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Good point.
So ever since I think ever since he called him out on their bullshit, like on the rules, and he hasn't been there since.
And look, here's the thing: is I thought that with it going to a pay per view format, because it clearly did, it being on Peacock and no ads, like I thought it would be better, but like sure the show like oh my god the show flowed better in a sense, but when you have terrible booking attached to it, and on top of that, some of the matches like 3 out of the 4 matches just weren't good at all. It hurts it. So, yes, you took away the ads, but the show was still ass. And honestly, I have little to no faith that they're gonna even come up with anything good for next month.
The
Saturday
only
night's
good
main
thing
event.
is going to be Cena's last match. But if you really wanted to make Saturday night's main event interesting for once, you would have had a surprise world title change.
And another thing, actually,
Here,
you know
no,
what? I'll talk
Rob,
about this
here
later.
is a fact right now. There's only been 3 title changes on all of these Saturday night main events.
And you can't even count the CM Punk one because that's a vacancy.
Oh, so that's 2 then. Well, and you can't
Elevate
count.
or
Hold on, you can't count Tiffany Stratton's because it was crowning the first ever US champion. So there's been 1,
And it's this one
glorified
right here
house
with-
shows.
with
and
Jay-
it's
with
this
Jay-
one, and it's this one we're segueing into right now.
It's terrible, man. They honestly look
What's up?
Saturday's main event back in the day for those of you who probably weren't alive to see it. They were
I
mostly
wasn't.
before WrestleManias, and they were glorified house shows. Like they would do like 6-man tags between like Mania opponents and stuff like that. But they were fun. Like they were meant to just be fun. It was a 2-hour special that was fun. I remember on one of them they had, I think it was Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels, in I think it was like a ladder match or something like that. But like it was fun, and it doesn't feel fun. The first one that they did in the inception, not the inception, but the re-inception of of Saturday Night's Main Event was actually the only good one. The very first one that they did when they brought it back. It was the only good one. Every other one has been absolute garbage.
That one in January was really forgettable because it was a week before the Rumble.
Was that the one?
That was
where
one
they
that was
ran,
headlined by Jay and Gunther.
Jay and Gunther. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
By the
so
way,
garbage.
guys, you had Jay Uso lose a week before he won the Rumble.
Oh yeah, we know. We already know. Also, apparently, answered the last time WWE Championship changed hands on a non-Big 4 PLE was Chamber 2022.
That's a problem.
It was the piss boy.
That's
that-
a problem right there.
That's a major problem. And I would even think that like that was probably the last time a world championship changed hand.
Hold
on
on,
a
hold on.
non-Big Four pay-per-view.
And here's another fact then. Elimination Chamber 2022 was under Vince. So the WWE Championship has only changed hands at SummerSlam or WrestleMania under Triple H.
Yeah, it's just it's bullshit.
It's pathetic.
It's bullshit. So they're giving us that, and then a lot of these the Saturday Night's main events, they're all meaningless. Oh my god, there's one that's gonna go on in January, and I know Marcus is in Canada. Don't even waste your money, dude.
Marcus, I don't even know why you're
Don't
wasting your
even
money.
don't even waste your money. Don't even go.
We're only wasting my money because of Cena's last match. That's about it. If that wasn't on there.
If I seen there was a Saturday Night's main event happening in the UK and it was within the 4 cities close to me, I wouldn't even go.
It almost the pay-per-views almost feel like it's a non-canon event, kind of like how Saudi shows used to be. They feel non-canon. They legit feel non-canon, like they don't even matter in the grand scheme of things in the WWE. Actually, they feel lifeless. The shows feel absolute terrible, and they're still following the 2-hour format. Which again, whatever. But and you take the ads out, but you're not making these shows exciting. And you can tell, like, look at the attendance rate for the last two for SmackDown and Saturday Night's main event. It wasn't good. It wasn't good because people don't care.
Yeah, apparently SmackDown was half empty last week.
But SmackDown,
I don't even fucking blame people for not wasting their money.
Yeah, SmackDown's horrible.
The only thing to look forward to on SmackDown now is the fact that Ilya Dragunov is just trying to kill people. It is literally the only thing that's even worth watching.
Rod, I've just had this. They're gonna feed Drew to Ilya next.
Oh my!
That's what they're
Good lord!
Do. That's what they're probably gonna do. All right, we can move on to the next match.
Yeah, we did that for like 41 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, because there was trolling involved with me.
Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. Very short. This was I don't think this match was all that great. But Tiffany Stratton has finally lost.
Okay, we do it.
Her reign is coming to end at 302 days.
Ass.
And Jade Cargill, if they really want this heel turn to work, she's going to need to be booked the way she was booked last night, which is basically just destroying women. Because clearly there's an emphasis on making her look like how she looks. Look at her physique. Look at the way she looks she looks like a fucking monster. And I think that if you want to make this work, by the way, this reign is not going to be any better than Tiffany Stratton's reign.
It's going to be horrible.
I don't believe, like, Tiffany Stratton's reign, they did an absolute disservice with her. They did not give her anything meaningful. In 7 of, I believe, her 10 or 11 defenses, she's had to defend against Jade Cargill or Nia Jax. That's inexcusable. And the thing is now you're going to give it to Jade, who's not talented on the mic, who's not really talented in ring, and you're going to give her a belt where now she's going to probably have to just turn into somebody who's going to have sub 7-minute matches where she's just destroying people. And who knows when Bianca Belair is coming back, because at this point it's almost like
they still don't have a return date.
There's no timetable for it, so she's gonna run through this roster very quickly, and people are not going to enjoy her reign. But let's hope that they can somewhat make it credible by having her look decent, by having her destroy people. In terms of Tiffany Stratton, I don't know what's next for her. Maybe a match with Julia. Maybe she goes after the women's U.S. title. But that's it.
Don't want
that. That's I don't even know what's next for her. Maybe they ship her over to Monday Night Raw or whatever. I don't know. And I don't even know who Jade's gonna feud with. Realistically, I guess Charlotte Flair. I guess Alexa Bliss. I don't know. Those seems to be the only two faces that are even around. Yeah, I don't know. This SmackDown Women's division is in the
god awful.
It's bad. What do y'all got to say?
The match was just happened. No, I don't really have much to say now.
Yeah.
Wait, the match was 5 minutes?
About 5 and some change.
To be fair, I wasn't really I wasn't really paying attention to my match because I was just too busy doing this.
All I really have to say is, genuinely speaking, I do feel like Stratton regressed a little bit there throughout this title reign, but she did. I really do feel like she did her best, and I think not soon, but she's gonna get another opportunity with that world title. As for Jade Cargill, congrats to her. All I can really say is, bro, I just hope she drastically improves and proves people wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's in a tough spot right now. She has I think she's wrestled like probably less than 5-10+ minute matches. Like, I don't even know. I'm not worried for her per se, but I really hope she locks in, proves people wrong, and shows people that she's worthy of being a world champion. That's all. That's really it, bro. The match, 5-minute match. I literally looked down and the match was over. So I guess that's on me. You know what? That's on me for assuming that these women would get a better spotlight because it's SmackDown Women's Division. I could take a shit right now, look down. Oh, it's the SmackDown Women's Division. So that's on me for assuming they would get more time.
I'm happy that Tiffany's reign is over. Like, it's good that it's over. It does suck that we got to go into another, most likely gonna be a pretty mid reign, most likely. I'm willing to. I'm about to say, if I had $5 to throw in a bet if the reign was gonna be good or not, I think I would take the $5 bet that it was gonna be bad. But
$10.
yeah, whatever the winnings looked like on that one. But there's nothing for them to do. The division is so thin. I feel like that's just to be honest, for any champion on that SmackDown women's division, it's hard to book the next month or 2 months or 3 months for them because it's just that thin of a division. I love what Jalen said. Make Lash Legend her first events. You need to actually. Well, right. That's very, very wishful thinking, of course. But I bring that up to say they are in need to just go ahead and bring up these NXT women. I don't know why we're waiting on the Jordan Graces. I don't know why we're waiting on the Lash Legends. I don't know why we're doing that. You obviously see SmackDown is struggling right now. So what are we doing? You know,
the issue with putting the title on her and the issue with making her look like how she did last night, I don't believe Lash Legend should be coming up to face her. Because the only way that you can even somehow make this reign somewhat even somewhat decent is by making her look great. Making her look like a beast. Mind you, she just beat Tiffany Stratton, who her only loss in the last year had been to Stephanie Vicaire. So, and on top of that, she held the title for 300 days. So, I'm not gonna lie. I think she's gonna be facing women like Michin and B-Fab for the title. Like, and that's god awful. Because I'm sorry, I'm not throwing. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing Lash Legend to Jade Cargill. I'm just not doing that. And realistically, like, I mean, I guess you could throw Nia, but Nia's a heel, so that doesn't work. Shit, I don't even know who else is on this roster. I definitely wouldn't have her doing that to Charlotte or Alexa.
You can't. No. And then the Sin Lyra, Bailey, and Io, absolutely not.
No, hell no.
Absolutely not. We can't do that.
They go fuck them up on SmackDown.
And then the thing is, we keep saying we want Bianca back, but Jay can't do that shit to Bianca. Absolutely not.
Well, I think Bianca would beat her, so I think
I sure hope so.
I hope so.
That would be the end goal, but I guess we'll see.
I hope so.
Triple H is gonna find a way to. He's gonna. The issue is Triple H is gonna find a way to try to add so many layers to her championship reign that she's gonna end up probably holding that title for 200+ days, which. Oh my god! I don't even want to think about that shit, bro.
How many days is WrestleMania? How many days are we away from WrestleMania?
We are.
Too many days.
That's true. Too many days for her to have.
Hold on, it's April 18th. Hold on, I'll tell you just now.
Let's SmackDown.
It's about like 175 days.
I mean, yeah, you
She's,
could send Lyra.
she's having a
Bailey doing that.
175-day reign then.
It's about 175.
Oh, that's too long.
Yeah,
SmackDown needs.
167 days.
Well,
Exactly.
I
Alright.
guess I don't know.
That's how long she's holding the title.
That's the issue that you ran into with crowning her, is that she needs to look dominant. That's the issue you ran into with crowning her. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sending Lyra over to get squashed. I'm not sending Io over. I'm definitely not sending Io over. Oh no,
Facts.
Plus, if we're gonna mention Lyra,
Bailey.
she is cursed for next year because the tweets that were tweeted about Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre have said the same thing about her next year.
Oh no, my bird lady. Ugh.
So Lyra is probably doing nothing next year.
Ugh.
Bailey, maybe. Bailey's already established, so I mean, I guess she could just, take a squash or
But
something.
WWE's been treating her like doing some bullshit with Bailey recently, though.
But to be honest, I don't know. I mean, you run into the issue of this, Jade Cargill. She just needs to squash everybody because I'm not gonna lie, like she's not gonna be on here putting 20-minute bangers with anybody. That's just not gonna that's not gonna work. She's gonna need to work sub 10-minute matches, and I'm sorry. As great as I think Lyra Bailey and especially Io are, I don't even think they could drag her to a 3.5. So yeah, this is awful. And she's not getting any better, bro. She's in her mid-30s, I think, right? And she's just not gonna get better. I'm already past the point of thinking that she's gonna excel in the ring and she's just gonna get better from a promo. Maybe the promo aspect maybe gets a little bit better, but in ring, yeah, she just doesn't have it. If you don't got it, you just don't got it, and she just doesn't have it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So especially at this point, at mid-30s, if you don't got it, you don't got it. But yeah, we can move on from this. Okay, we're gonna get into the triple threat match for the IC title.
Best
An
match.
actual good match, thank
Best
God.
match in the card.
This was great. I actually did love this match. Lee, I know you wanted to say some things about Dominic Mysterio, so go ahead.
Hater.
I think me and Ghost have the same feeling about this,
Huh?
but it's the same way every time. The ring bell. He has a really
All right.
weird obsession with it.
So I'll say this. Yeah, I wish they did something different, but I don't know. I feel like with this whole reign, they have been throwing in some bullshit. Granted, it doesn't help that he was also injured his reign. It also doesn't help that AJ lost at France. I felt like AJ should have won at France, but that's just me. So I don't know. The match was great. At the end of the day, that is what is good. The match was great, but I felt like they could have done something else. I don't hate the hammer concept. I think it's cool, but 3 weeks in a row, three times in a row, I don't know.
And how many times did Eddie Guerrero use a championship or a referee in his matches?
I barely like that too, in a row.
So I mean, like, look, and he's the first person to do anything like this since Eddie Guerrero. I just think everybody just complains way too much. I think what he's doing is great. I'd rather have this than Judgment Day interfering in his matches.
Oh yeah,
1,000 times
oh yeah,
over.
Absolutely. That's why I'm weird on it. I'm like, yeah, it could be the same thing in a row. Oh my God, we scored again. It could be the same thing in a row for the three times in a row, but it's definitely better than Judgment Day because if Judgment Day was interfering every time, oh yeah, it would be way worse.
I think it's. I enjoy it. Maybe I got a simple mind. I don't know, but I really do enjoy it. And granted, it may be one slight detail different to get him to that hammer, but
that's that's probably what it is for me. Maybe something different to get to that hammer.
Yeah. Because I get it. Because when you think about it, bro, when you really think about it, Dominic Mysterio should not be beating a Rusev. Dominic Mysterio, come on, guys. Like realistically, but so I love that they're doing it this way. It's almost like he has to do it this way. But I think that's what I like about it so much. It makes Dom to me, it hasn't gotten to the point where it's kind of wacky yet. I still feel like it makes Dom look just like a clever
smarter,
heel.
not harder.
Exactly. He just looks clever to me.
which is fine. So
Me personally, I don't see the issue with it. Last night they added a little bit something different, where this time he rung the bell. He hasn't rung the bell in any other match. So I thought it was a little, it was a little
And
bit different.
Rusev's dumbass fell for it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's also.
But I like that too, though, because like
but-
you
and I
gotta
like that
his
too.
character. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with gold. Like he needs to get that belt. So it made sense. It made sense.
I just
Did
think
it really
everybody,
make sense, though?
I just really think everybody just trying to nitpick him for something that is clearly supposed to be a comedic value,
Right.
and
That's
like
fair, yeah.
it's only been 3 weeks. Like it's not like this character of him cheating his way to wins has been going on for 7 months. This really just started over the summer. I think the first time that he used any cheating related tactics was actually for
It was
for
with
AJ.
AJ. Yeah, it was with
Mhm.
AJ
So,
on SummerSlam.
Like,
Yeah.
I would I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely pump the brakes before, obviously they've used the hammer. I'm pretty sure they'll find different ways to get him to cheat differently.
I hope so.
Whether it be like doing the ref and stuff. I thought what he did last night was very clever.
Hold on. Ann said, wait, did y'all read in comment already or no?
Which one?
Here's the difference.
one?
Eddie didn't cheat the exact same way every time.
So we don't. So hold on.
But he did-
So
but he
we
did,
don't.
though.
So we don't have mad clips. So we don't
He
have
did.
mad
He did.
clips of the referee and Eddie's opponent being
And the
down.
ti-
And
and the
Eddie
title.
looking at hard cam talk about some. We don't have
And then-
mad clips of that.
Look, this was Eddie. Boo,
Catch it.
referee, title, chair. That's it.
Like
There's
I
no
get,
way.
I understand
No
that
way.
niggas
And
love
this
Eddie
is
Guerrero,
no-
but
this
like we
isn't no-
can't.
Tell me you
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
watch. Tell me you didn't watch Eddie without telling me you didn't watch Eddie.
This
That's what I'm
isn't
saying.
no-
I watched
this
it.
isn't
I know-
no
I know
way
he didn't
for
say
Eddie.
that.
Like I love Eddie Guerrero. I think Eddie Guerrero like really like that. He's one of the
He's
best
a great heel.
dirty
He's a
wrestlers
great heel
ever.
for sure.
But to imply that Eddie Guerrero did not spam them heel ways of winning his cap, like that's
I'm gonna
cap.
say it. I'm gonna say it.
I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I want to see a lot. I can't fucking talk because Seattle's doing great. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I want to see a lot more creative ways to cheat instead of like you can be more creative this time. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining about it, but I can definitely see why people want to see something different.
I just
And
want to
I
see
like
Dom
how
lose the title.
Hate it.
No,
I just like how it's like Trapjack said it. It's kind of, and then another thing is, yes, it's the same thing, but it's like it's different things though, because there was the mask he brought up. I forgot about the
Minor.
mask with the little steel plate. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that one I
I
remember.
feel like
That was
we-
good. That was
I
good.
feel like the overall public is a little harsh on Dom, and I think it's really just because people love Eddie. They don't want no one near their king. But I hate to break it to you, Dom's doing
Dom?
just
You said the
Dom's
king,
doing-
Dom?
Well, the people that think Eddie Guerrero is their king. But I think Dom is on his way to do that, and that's fine. You know, that's fine, bro. He's especially so young. Yeah, that's fine, bro.
And look, he's clearly garnering attention by doing this so much so that like he's branching slowly away from the Judgment Day, which should be priority number one.
Yes,
Not
please.
him doing this is a way of branching him away from whatever the Judgment Day is doing. So, if anything, stop complaining because he's clearly doing something that everybody wants to see. So you guys are
100%.
complaining about something really small in the grand scheme of things. Everybody wants him away from the Judgment Day, and that's what he's clearly doing by doing what he's currently doing right now.
Exactly. Great match though. That was
a great match.
The three participants worked really well together. Rusev
But-
being the crazy beast monster guy in the match we had, Penta being that good high flyer, and then you have Dom being the sleazy slime ball. You know, it all worked out really well.
What I will say,
What a great slide
it's
ball. it
time
is.
to move on
Oh,
because no, I'm not to the next thing.
it's my fault.
It's time for Dom to move on because I feel like he's beating Penta and Rusev.
Yeah.
Plenty
way
of
too many
fucking
times.
times.
Yes,
Like
yes.
it's time to
Can we do
get
someone else?
Let's get him some other challengers. I know John Cena seems to be on the horizon, but like, obviously if he beats Cena and whatever, or like I think he'll lose. He'll probably regain it back. I think
He'll
like,
regain.
but-
Dom's in the tournament and beating Cena.
we'll talk about the tournament later, but yeah, no, I think
People are not
Dom
gonna-
has to. I don't know what you do with Penta. I mean, look, Penta and Rusev can instantly be slotted into the main event scene. I just don't know why they don't. But honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing CM Punk defend the title against a guy like Rusev. I think I think that
yeah,
could be
why
great.
not? AJ Styles, AJ
Or
Styles.
yeah, that's
AJ
another
Styles.
one. But that's got to be saved for closer to the
You right.
retirement date.
You right. You
So
right.
not yet, not yet.
You right.
He's having fun with him and AJ, AJ Lee, the tag
Right.
team, but or even him in a world title match, him defending it against Penta would
That
also
would be
be
fun too.
very good. So
They had a sleeper banger on Dynamite. I think it was. It wasn't good. No, it was Dynamite. Penta and CM Punk. Was it Dynamite? I think it was.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Don't care.
Nah, I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about it. I'll find it.
Oh,
But yeah, no, yeah, I think it's time for and look that mid card team, bro. You still why is he not defending the title against a Sheamus? That's another one. Who else is on that? Oh, you're not even using the Creed brothers. Come on.
Yeah,
What
where
are
are they? What's going on?
They're just
Hunter,
waiting for Chad
Hunter.
Gable. They're waiting for Chad Gable.
You don't need.
Not only that, but somebody
With that tag team division, you can't wait on Chad. You put them in the
Yeah.
tag team division. It's hurting.
Yeah, nah.
God
I
damn
think
it.
it's time to turn them back face and get their aura back because they've lost that in a big way. But there's a lot of people in that mid. I think Raw has a really healthy roster, and the fact that they don't use all of it to their strengths is concerning. While
Extremely concerning.
SmackDown lacks in roster, and obviously they can't use they try to use their roster, but like at the same time they can't because they don't have much. The other side, Monday Night Raw, they have a great roster, but they're just not using all of it. So there's definitely some problems on both sides, and they're not figuring it out, and I don't believe they'll figure it out anytime soon. But with that being said, Tommy's been waiting for this all night. So take the floor, Tommy.
Wait. Before we get into that, let's talk about the tournament real quick.
Oh yeah, the tournament. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah, tournament. Yeah.
I think. Hold on. All right. Before we say names, I think it's pretty obvious who's going to be in it from like Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
So I think at least the names that appeared last night on the that appeared on that vignette. So the Miz, Rusev, Sol Sikoa, Sheamus, LA Knight, Drew, Penta,
Gunther.
Carmelo, Bronson, Gunther, and Dominic Mysterio. I think all of those names will be in there. Now, that's only 11 names.
I'ma just say this: Drew's
5 that
losing in
don't
the
even
first
work
round.
here.
I think Lee said it, but Joe Hendry gotta be
I think
in
Joe
there.
Hendry will be in there.
He
No,
gotta be in there.
I think
I've been
Obafemi.
saying it.
So I think it'll be I think who will fill the last 5 spots will probably be Joe Hendry. It'll be Obafemi has got to be in there.
I hope so.
Javon.
Oh
for sure.
please.
And then your last 2 is probably going to be Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth.
I think Matt
Yo,
Cardona
hold
will
on.
be
Hold on. Can I put this one out here? And I've been saying it for a while. Rod, Ghost, you know what I'm about to say. You think you know him? You think you know
Bro,
me?
he's not. No.
Bro,
Can we get a grab?
stop? Can we stop doing this agenda? Can we not push that agenda?
Do you guys love the idea of the tournament?
Yes, I
fucking
do.
I
I
think
love
it's
it.
fucking
tournaments.
brilliant.
I love tournaments.
I love it. This
I
is
love that-
John
I lo-
Cena. You have
I love-
to earn your right to fight this nigga.
Facts.
And I think this also this is gonna be a treat for everybody who's there on Monday for Boston. And for people watching at home, I think that episode is gonna be really good for the simple fact that not only are you gonna get tournament matches, right? Which it could be 1 or 2. I think it'll be probably 2 tournament matches.
I think you might get 3.
Yeah,
But you're also
fucking
gonna get a John Cena match that night.
Oh,
That's
oh my
hot.
God.
So that Monday Night Raw is going to
Cena.
be very, very, very good. And I think what allows for this what I love about that they're doing a tournament is that we're really going to see some high level matches against some people. If you just look at the names that are even a part of the that are have been showcased already, the Miz, Rusev, Sol Sikoa, Sheamus, LA Knight, Drew, Penta, Carmelo, Bronson, Gunther Dominic. I mean, there's a lot of like really cool matchups that you can do there, and we're gonna get some. I do believe some high level grabs en route to Saturday night's main event. And honestly, I can't wait um for what the finals match is gonna look like. Like, you know, there's predictions being thrown out there that it could be Gunther Nova Femi.
Oh my God!
You know,
White walls.
Hey, like I
Oh,
think
man.
this tournament has the opportunity to really have because I really do believe that this should be treated as important. There's only one person that's gonna get to retire John Cena.
Drew
This is a once in a
McIntyre.
lifetime. This is a
No.
once in a lifetime thing. Um,
It
you
really
know,
adds
Marcus,
to
we've
dude,
already
because
had
of
it.
the
We're not getting
tournament.
it again.
this is
We've already had Cena versus Punk.
this is literally a once in a lifetime thing. Like nobody will ever retire John Cena again. And I think the fact that they're putting so much stakes into this tournament, with putting this amount of high level wrestlers on it, I think is just amazing. Enigma said, "I love this, but I wish the tournament was bigger." I don't know, 16 people in a what is
That's
it?
good. That's
It's gonna
good. That's a
be
good. That's a big
It should have
WWE.
been
like a
17
Yeah, because
people.
usually they stick at like 8 or 4. That's
Yeah,
like
for
a,
yeah. I think
WWE styles, I think this is good.
16
Yo,
is 16's pretty good.
Tommy, I'm gonna
16 is
say
pretty
this.
damn good.
Tommy, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be better than AEW's Continental Classic.
But
Let's
I also do
slow it
believe
down, man.
16 is good enough. I think if you make it bigger, right? Because here's the thing. This is what I believe. 16. There is 16 people in that bracket, and I think they're gonna put 16 people in that bracket that John Cena hasn't faced yet in his retirement tour. If you make it way too big, 32 people, you're gonna run the risk of putting people in there that have already faced them that we know for a fact are not gonna win at all.
Mhm.
So I think
Either they could put
16.
some big names in there to give some wins to like young stars.
You know who I would love to be
I
in
think
there?
that's what they
I
should
don't
do.
like. I don't believe he's gonna be in there, but to just make the tournament that much more important, Roman Reigns. If
Of course.
Roman Reigns was in that tournament,
Have
oh
double
man,
team. LOL.
that would be now. You know what's so crazy? I think about it. Seth Rollins might have been in this tournament.
Well, I think so. I think he would have been in it.
you would have loved to be the guy to retire.
I think Seth would have been in this tournament.
I think he would have won it.
This might be a nitpick, but I was hoping the tournament was just people Cena never faced in his career. Okay.
I kind of
Here's
like
the-
the
here's-
mix, though. I like the mix.
Here's the thing. Then you'd run out of like a lot of high level stars. That's the issue. It's the reason you have to include a guy like a
Miz.
Sheamus, the Miz, who else? Like that's the issue, and I think because the thing is some people you would like think, and mind you, like these are people. Sheamus. When was the last time he faced Sheamus? Maybe before the pandemic. He hasn't faced him. I don't even think he's faced Sheamus in the last 10 to 15 in the last 10 years. So I mean that's
Damn.
not that bad. Him and Sheamus have barely ever crossed paths, especially after they feuded back in 2010. Another one,
I really like that feud.
Drew McIntyre. I don't think he's ever faced Drew McIntyre. The Miz. When was the last time he faced The Miz? Like, I get what you're saying, but it's not like these guys, he faces them all the time. Like, if AJ Styles was in this tournament, okay, I'd be like, okay. Like, you know, we just saw him face literally AJ Styles.
Yeah,
I'd get
that
that,
would be
but
a
like,
win spot.
but the thing is like, bro, out of all of the names, 11 in here, he's only faced two. Wait, actually, Sheamus and Sheamus the Miz and Solo Sikoa. That's it. Those are the only 3 people that he's faced. And I think with the NXT stars that are added and the TNA stars, this tournament, probably 13 people in this field are gonna be people he's never faced. So for only 3 people that are in there that he hasn't that he has faced, I don't think that's a bad number. Honestly. The order of the tournament should be superstar that fought Cena versus never fought. That's not a bad idea. So probably cut in half, like
No.
8 people. That's not bad, but I don't know.
I gotta get my Joe Hendry and Miz matchup somehow.
Hmm,
That's
No
what
doesn't
matchup
happen.
I want to get.
This is the only one I'm gonna get it.
And then, I mean, technically, John Cena did announce it himself because it was it was a vignette with his voice attached to the vignette. But I think I think I get what you mean by should announce himself. Like he probably should have came out and announced it. I mean, I kind of get that, but
I'm
but
gonna
I do
also
like.
be real with you too, though. I feel like this isn't like depending on who makes a deep run in the tournament and they don't make it to the Cena match. I feel like again, this is putting a lot on Triple H, but you can also use this tournament as a stepping stone for someone like Melo. If he's not gonna get all the way there, at least have him go on this crazy ass run. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
I think I think with this is I just love that we're getting a 16-man tournament that is going to feature a lot of high-level stars. Like I said, I think the only person that can make this like pretty over the top in terms of importance would be Roman Reigns. I think if you add Roman Reigns, like there's clearly an importance factor because he's somebody who he has like a history with in terms of like rivalry, and somebody he hasn't faced in his retirement run either. So obviously, I wouldn't pencil in Roman Reigns to win the tournament, but just having him in there and maybe losing, I don't know, in the quarterfinals or in the semifinals,
Gunther.
Yeah, dude, could you imagine like a quarterfinal match or like a semifinal match of like Roman Reigns versus Gunther?
Holy shit!
Oh.
Like that'd be fucking insane,
Gunther
dude.
putting belt to ass. Yes.
And that's
don't you
why.
dare put Jey Uso in there.
Oh no!
Oh,
God
brother.
no!
Dude.
Oh God no! Oh God no!
Don't give him ideas.
Wow, hold on, no.
I'm pretty sure that Hendry's gonna be in there. I wonder how far he gets into the tournament.
I hope they let him cut. I hope they let him cut a promo. If they let him cut a "I love Cena" promo. I don't want to face Cena so bad promo like he does on all these interviews.
Yeah,
bruh, you gotta let him win a couple matches
and then maybe lose the second round or the next round.
So I got a question. How funny would it be, right? They're talking about people who don't work here, right? Jay would love to hear this one. How funny would it be if they get Tommy invincible?
Yo. What the fuck?
Invincible.
I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna probably the Evolve champion. The Evolve champion may take a spot.
Huh?
The Evolve champion might take a spot in this stupid tournament now. I just thought about it. Triple H would do some shit like that.
Yo, how about Kenny Omega?
I don't think Triple H knows Evolve exists.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows that exists.
He's probably like, wait, that shit still exists?
All right,
he's like, I really signed off on that.
Bro, how crazy would it be, right? If like
they need Tanahashi. They need Tanahashi.
Oh, we don't need him.
How crazy would it be if they bring somebody from Noah because they clearly do have a partnership with them.
I don't know anyone from Noah.
Like
I'm
Kenta,
telling
Kenta's
y'all right
the only
now,
one
y'all
who
gonna do all this just for it to be. You think you know me?
No,
I'm telling you,
not happening.
Why are you rage baiting?
So the name that Marcus brought up as well. I wonder how far he'd get too, and I wonder how they. So my thing is, I wonder how they structure this tournament in terms of like who would face each other. Because I'm not gonna lie, if they do matchups like, let's just say like I don't know, like off the rip, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw two names. I don't know, like.
I don't
fucking Braun, like I don't know. I'm just thinking, like Carmelo Hayes and Drew McIntyre. Like that would be kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what matchup I need? I need Javon in that tournament, and I need Dom and Javon. Yes.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like make it
yes.
when they book this tournament, do it with as much 50-50 booking as possible. Where like each match is kind of like you don't really know who's gonna win because if you're just gonna book like I don't know fucking Gunther versus the Miz, let's be real, we know who's gonna win,
Gunther.
Like I would love for it to be like I don't know Gunther versus Gunther versus Drew McIntyre or Gunther versus Bronson Reed or like Oba Femi versus Drew McIntyre in the first round.
Yeah,
like
Shane
running back first round.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously,
No,
But like
Overwin.
you make it to the point where it's 50-50 and you don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like if they're really gonna do this tournament right,
Oh,
we know that the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final is gonna be really good. But if you really wanna make it good, you gotta make that first round
Fuck's sake.
count. You gotta make that first round count. You have to make it where it's matchups where, they like the matchups are like I would love to see Penta versus Sheamus. Like fuck all that fucking heel and face shit. Like book faces against faces or heels versus heels. I don't care. For this tournament, just completely throw everything out the fucking window that you know about
I mean,
WWE
they
logic.
booked heel versus heel on Saturday. Drew versus Cody.
oh, this guy.
Get over it.
This
Enigma makes a great point. WWE really got to sell that dream that anyone could win, and Rod is right. That first round you gotta have some 50-50s in there, man. Right off the bat.
Can it start tomorrow, please?
I wish, man.
Can it start tomorrow?
The fact that we have to wait till next Monday is crazy.
Yeah, can we?
They gotta
at
make
least drop
sure
the bracket
everybody.
tomorrow.
They should.
I wish I could do that. Yeah, I wish I could do that.
Don't
do the
Maybe
bullshit
some
where they
qualifying
drop.
spots, Something like
Yeah, give it qualifying matches would be fun too.
There we go.
That would be, that would be great. I'm trying to think like
They gotta really make. They gotta make this tournament really. This has to feel like a one of a kind, once in a lifetime tournament, bro. They gotta do it all.
Said, "I got an idea. How about creating your own bracket?"
So they're gonna have 5 weeks to do matches. They're gonna have 5 weeks.
Oh.
They're gonna have 5 from the time they start the tournament. They're gonna have 5 weeks. So I wonder, obviously they're gonna do matches on both Raw and SmackDown, but I wonder how they're gonna.
Someone on NXT. Why not?
Yeah, bro. I would even, bro. Like having NXT. Like, oh my God, does this mean that TNA stars are gonna appear on the main roster? It's so crazy.
Yo,
you know who I would throw in this? You know who I would throw in this tournament?
Fuck's sake.
I don't want Solo in it.
Yeah.
So in replacement of Solo, you know who I'm gonna throw in there? Moose.
Oh
yeah.
Gone in the first round.
No.
Get him out of here. Get that Tesla liquor out of here.
They're probably gonna give us an Oba Moose rematch though. No bullshit.
Bro,
that sounds like
Moose don't want that. Moose don't want that.
Like I would love for them to do like Moose and like Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I don't want.
I'm not gonna lie,
Moose.
screw that. I'd rather see Leon Slater get some love on the main roster.
No.
There we go.
Leon would be another one.
Real quick.
There we go.
We got a guest joining backstage, making his yearly BTBC appearance.
Holy shit!
You didn't have to say that. I don't think you had to say that
Chat
last
knows.
part.
The chat knows. The chat knows.
I don't think you had to say that.
I'm sorry. Tio's here? Oh.
Why is Tio here?
BTBC. Okay, I'll leave.
No. We're surprised.
Welcome.
Surprised.
Yo, I want to say something to Tio once he's done. Do your intro.
Why do you want to, Tio? Don't mind him.
Do your intro, Tio. Go on. Do your intro.
Don't mind him, Tio. Welcome. How you doing, man?
BTBC, man. What y'all want to talk about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the Cena tournament.
Yo, Tio, I'm not gonna lie. The views just went up. Thank you.
Can we just applaud Tio Lee, right?
BTBC getting the Tio
right,
roll.
Lee? Why?
We getting the
Why?
Business just picked up.
Here we go.
Why, Lee?
Hey, and I wore this for you tonight.
That's love.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't wear hats.
Tio, I'm not gonna lie. You saw the Cody Rhodes and CM Punk picture and all that shit that was going on.
Man, listen, Tommy. When I saw that picture, I almost cried. Actually, I did cry.
I cried. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, shit was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
We need. Hey, we already.
You made me want to cry right now.
Oh shit.
We already talked about it, but we need your input on Cody and Drew, man.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Oh, we need to hear this.
Do I have to listen?
Rhodes himself. Yes, let's hear it.
Do I need to listen to this?
Woo! Okay, man. Listen, man. Triple H, when I catch you. Triple H, when I catch you. Triple H, when I catch you. Why are you trying to turn everybody against Cody Rhodes? Because that's what it seems like you're doing. Why are you giving Cody Rhodes the Super Cena essential gimmick, bro? What are we doing? This is the second match with Drew where he's done an injury angle. He's injured. The third match in the past 3 months where he has an injury in the match. And 2 out of those 3, he's super Cody in himself through the match. Like, what are we doing? Why are we not getting creative with your face of the company? Your face of the company and just having them win in like the most like just uneventful ways ever. I don't understand it. I don't. This is the face of the company, bro. What are we doing? You know, SmackDown is a stale show right now with nothing going on. So maybe a Drew McIntyre winning the championship for, if it's even 4 weeks, a month, that's fine. That's fine. It could be something. It's entertaining. It's exciting, bro. The best thing about Heroes is seeing how they bounce back from losses. It's not the wins that make the heroes what they are. It's the hardships they face, it's the struggles they face. So when you give Cody no struggles, no hardships, it's gonna make him come off as a bad hero or a boring one. And then another thing, are you gonna turn Cody heel or not? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not for the teases, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not for these teases where, oh, this is Cody Rhodes, but you know what I'm saying? He's teasing that Homelander, you know what I'm saying? He's doing things that, toes in that heel route, but you're not gonna do it. And you know you're not gonna do it. It would be creative for you to do that. That'd be interesting, but you're not gonna do it. So what are we doing? Why are you doing that? I think you're only doing that because that's the only way you could think to add something to these matches and something to these feuds, which is sad because there's a bunch of ways to do that than teasing a heel Cody Rhodes that you're probably not going to do for 10 years.
Facts.
I said it
That's
last
it.
week. They're running into the. I said it last week that they're running into the issue of John Cena, where John Cena was booked so strong
Yeah.
from '05 to 0. Actually, not even just '07. The dude was literally booked strong through a majority of his career, and every time he'd lose the title, he'd get it back like almost immediately. And the times that he would lose, they would not be clean. They're running into the same issue, and that issue is just like, for example, right? The reason people never booed Stone Cold Steve Austin
Mhm.
because the WWE never gave the fans a reason to boo him. They did, bro. Steve Austin, when he lost clean. He lost clean. Like, and that's the thing, dude. It's just like you're basically rerunning John Cena 2.0, and you're not changing anything. You're literally not changing anything. He literally, I think Ant had said it earlier. It took like 6 or 7 crossroads to beat John Cena, who's past his prime, but it takes one crossroads to beat Drew McIntyre. One.
One crossroads.
And then T.O., lazy booking, right? Want to know why? Last year, Kevin Owens cheats to win. What does he do this year? Drew
He cheats to
McIntyre
win again, like a bitch.
cheats to win again in almost the same fashion.
Wow.
In almost the only difference was that one was a steel chair and the other one was a title, but it was almost. It was almost the same fashion. Yeah. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, Rob was in
yeah.
so much
It was-
disbelief, you had to pause.
It was almost the same fashion. Like, Tio, how do you feel about that? The fact that they're just making this guy just win in ways that, like, bro, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I don't understand why we're running into this issue because it's such an easy issue to avoid. Like we've seen what causes the issue. We've seen like before when you do things like this with baby faces, how it can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? And while I do believe Cody is probably the most generational babyface we've seen since like a Stone Cold in terms of that crowd not turning on him, Triple H is pushing it. Like you're pushing it, bro. Like you're pushing it. And you're only pushing it because you're just so uncreative. It's bad. It's sad. I've never seen like such a lack of creativity from somebody. Vince was horrible, very bad, creatively bad. You know what I'm saying? But creative nonetheless, still bad, but creative nonetheless. Triple H, you are falling victim to like things that's easy to avoid, very easy to avoid. I don't understand, bro. It's just laziness. And then I heard he wasn't even in the arena that night. Triple H, what do you do, bro? What do you do, bro? You sit there and listen to Fiend all day, bro. Do you just sit there and you tell the office workers that's what we do, bro? This what we do here. We don't show up to work. This is ridiculous, man. Triple GPT, bro. Chat GPT. He got the triple AI. Like this. This is horrible. I'm not gonna lie. This
He
is
can't even
horrible,
use
bro.
that right.
How do you? By the way, because obviously Drew McIntyre was the one that set forth the precedent of the stipulation of this match, and somehow finds a way, even though he literally tried every trick in the book to win the match, he still finds a way to lose. How do you feel about Drew McIntyre and just the direction that his character has been going in the past year since he lost to CM Punk at Bad Blood?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to shed a tear for Drew McIntyre. I've never seen a guy be played with so much. Like other than LA Knight, a guy who has all the
Oh,
capabilities and gives you generational matches, moments, rivalries, and storylines. And he can be like one of the aces of this company. But he just they just continue to play with him. Like he continues to just gets played with for like no reason. He should be one of the biggest heels like in the industry on this show. But Triple H has him falling like a just like a B level villain, like a jobber, like a henchman level villain. Losing like that on a Saturday night's main event, one crossroads. Are we serious? Do we not forget like this is the Drew McIntyre who back in 2020 he conquered the beast, he conquered Brock Lesnar. This is the same Drew McIntyre who people swore down he was going to be the person to take that championship away from Roman Reigns, and he came very close to doing it. He
I
probably should
miss
have did it
I miss
in
2020 Drew
hindsight.
McIntyre.
And then it's like, so this is somebody who is in very high regards. He was a guy who in 2020 was like touching the levels of face of the company. He essentially was the face of the company in 2020 until Roman got back. And to see where he's fallen so low after what he just did, not only like not even a year ago with CM Punk, I don't understand. You got somebody so talented and you use them like that. It's bad. Like
Is
it's
it
bad.
is it crazy to say that he's probably had the biggest fall off of any major star, probably in the last decade from a creative
No,
standpoint?
that's not crazy. That's not crazy because
Think about where he
he went
was,
he went from dang near face of the company to like to like six, like the fourth most important person on a SmackDown.
and not even going back that far, like even to last year. Think of this time last year. He's coming off a Hell in a Cell match with Punk that, even though he lost, didn't really lose. If anything, he looked like the biggest heel in the company coming out of that match. He
Word.
just put on he literally put on the best match of the year, one of the best matches of the 2020s, coming off a feud that should have garnered him an insurmountable amount of momentum. Instead, what have they done since? They've killed his momentum. Like absolutely killed anything that he was working for. And now he's just another guy in the main event scene. You know what this reminds me of? Samoa Joe. Samoa
Ah,
Joe.
yeah, yeah.
This Samoa Joe in the summer of, was it 2018 when he faced Brock?
So
The dude was completely hot coming off of the Great Balls of Fire going into SummerSlam, and then they just completely derail his momentum. Now,
yeah,
obviously, injuries played a part. Drew McIntyre obviously hadn't had any injuries that played a part into his derailment, but it reminds me of that situation that this is a guy who creatively you haven't been able to write his character right. He's been running in circles the whole year. The guy has, by far, of any major star in this company, he's had the worst creative fall off of anybody. Even worse than Roman Reigns. Even worse. It's
yeah.
insane. It's insane how you don't view this guy. He must have done something to Triple H or something or somebody. He must have said something. This is ridiculous.
I just think Triple H just has his guys. He has his favorites. Like you can tell and you can see like who he likes and who he, doesn't take a liking to, or he only pushes because there's a crowd behind those people. There's fans behind those people. If it was up to him, which like I'm not gonna fully fault him for it because like if we were all like the runners of a company or a promotion, we all would have our favorites. But at some point, you got to listen to the fans and gotta look at what that star is doing, whether you like them or not, and be like, yo, there's something here. So I'm gonna book them as such. Triple H lacks that. And it's bad. Like the way Triple H refuses to bend the knee is like it's borderline getting to a point where is it fair to say Vince is better at bending the knee than Triple H?
Yes, it's not crazy to say that.
Yeah, it's not.
Because
Actually,
back in 2019 when Vince had to bend the knee to um
Kofi.
pretty much the Becky Lynch situation, he had to bend the knee to people wanting baby faces to win. Like he had to bend the knee to Daniel Bryan. So many situations where Vince,
Kofi.
you can tell that wasn't his like essential goal. Something he didn't want to happen, but crowd got behind these people. These people got hot. Daniel Bryan, Yeselmania, and Vince was like, okay, because that's what's best for business. Triple H has continuously shown he'll see crowd get behind people. R-Truth, Ron Killings situations, for instance, or even the Karrion Cross. I don't like Karrion Cross, but even the Karrion Cross situation is like he still refuses to put those people in positions. LA Knight is another. Like this guy is so stubborn. I don't understand, bro.
The
He's so stubborn.
the one that comes to mind for me a lot in terms of Vince bending the knee is I think one of the ones that's actually the most intriguing one, and it's Kofi Kingston because that was never even supposed to be his spot.
Yeah.
That was supposed to go to Mustafa Ali, and the fact that on the fly this guy made it a point of emphasis to find somebody else, and it was Kofi Kingston who had been stuck in tag team matches for the last 5 years of his career, and instantly captured a spark that Kofi Kingston had never seen in his career. I think was one of the most impressive things I had seen from Vince McMahon, even though he was clearly on a trajectory of declining in terms of creative juices just really flowing.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, whatever happened after that is whatever happened. He clearly lost his mind and decided to book Kofi like he was just the biggest bitch in the history of the company. But leading up to that moment, you know, on the fly was able to come up with an idea that gravitated to people, and it was Kofi Kingston winning the title, and none other to the guy who originally did it, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Triple H, bro, we're 3 years into this whole thing, and Triple H hasn't done anything remotely close to that. And I don't even know if I give him the Cody stuff, because Vince started that. There was a story already in place for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't even give that to Triple H.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give him the Cody stuff because he wanted Cody. He wanted Cody. Like it's just like The
The
Rock
injury
was
fucked
throwing
him.
that off. So like that went in Triple H's favor. But in terms of bending the knee, I think LA Knight is just the clearest example because like three years passed up of him not winning the Money in the Bank and Triple H saying good things come to those who wait when in reality that's just him refusing to bend the knee. At that point, that's what it is. At that point, that's just what it is.
You know who I'm nervous this could potentially happen to? Is Dom Mysterio. I'm very nervous this could realistically happen to Dom.
Hmm.
No.
Where like
No.
and I already see the signs because I feel like Dom is like getting shit to work with. Um I mean he's champion and he's still succeeding, but at the same time, I could definitely see this happening to Dom.
Triple H is going to start taking away the stuff that's getting him over.
You better not. I'm gonna slap his bald ass head.
And then I'm gonna do it right after Ghost does it.
What do
I'm
you
gonna slap him with that hammer that he loves.
what do you feel about we can move away from that, but how do you feel about Dominic Mysterio retaining in the way that he did yesterday?
I think Dom is great. I think Dom retaining in the way he did. I like the fact that they're having him win in these creative ways. He's being that dastardly heel that mirrors Eddie Guerrero. The problem is, like, you got to put more effort in the championship reign. And also the problem is, he shouldn't have been champion this long. Yo, from Mania to SummerSlam, he had I want to say only like one IC title defense. One. One, and then he just
Backlash.
started having defenses the past like couple other like weeks. But essentially, bro, we could have got Penta is in that mid card title division. Sheamus is in that division. Rusev is in that division. That's three other reigns we could have gotten throughout this whole year while Dominic was in AAA, and we could have gotten the title back on Dominic Mysterio around this time. Like it's so much. It's so much more fun we could have had with the Intercontinental Championship in general. Like it's crazy. I don't know. I think Dom is picking back up, but earlier this year, Like
It was bad.
it was
And,
getting kind of tough because Triple H literally was keeping them in catering. Like
and you know
literally was
what's
keeping.
so crazy is the guy's coming off this crazy high, this like literal wave of momentum off of the crowd literally exploding for him at WrestleMania. And what do? By the way, you started off great because Backlash, you know, just a month later, he had fantastic title match against Penta. And then because you start to see that the crowd is catering to this guy, you put him in catering or you put him behind all the Judgment Day people because you don't want him to get cheered more. If anything, because you're keeping him away from wrestling, people are cheering him more because they want him back in the ring because the guy is clearly that talented. So as a booker and as somebody who's you know like trying to see things, why are you keeping this guy away from people's screens to the point where now they're cheering him more because they want him back? Like, and you don't have to change anything. The dude does. I would definitely suggest that he doesn't turn face. You don't have to change anything. You can keep him the way he's going right now because people are gonna cheer him regardless. There's nothing heelish that he can do anymore that um will garner people to boo him. And honestly, I was talking about this with Loft the other day. What is one of the easiest ways to get booed? Attacking Rey Mysterio.
Mhm.
Dominic Mysterio is literally the only person that attacks Rey Mysterio and doesn't get booed for it. Like, if you, I'm not gonna lie, if you wanted John Cena to get heel heat in his retirement run, they should have just had him attacking Rey Mysterio, doing him dirty. 15 years after he did him dirty. So
Doing a rerun of
Beating him in like 2 seconds.
yeah, like,
Never did a
but like
baby.
the fact that Dominic Mysterio beats up on his dad, who's a lovable babyface, who a lot of people would boo whoever's attacking him, who and he didn't get booed, that tells you that you literally have a generational talent on your hands and a guy who has the look, has the charisma, has the
Always
physique,
got the look right.
literally has it all to make you money. Ghost, that was crazy. Wow.
Huh? Oh, it's unmuted. Oh, oh. Anyway,
But yeah, no, he's Triple H every time. And here's the thing, because we've been programmed, right, to watch wrestling a certain way, to
Yeah.
intake wrestling a certain way, and I saw somebody on TikTok talking about this, but when WWE, right, they have a certain way they want to do things, and when it doesn't go that way, they get pissed off.
Very.
And then like kind of an example of this, Nikki Bella when she won Diva of the Year, she was not supposed to win that, and she had said it in an interview that Vince and production backstage, they got extremely pissed off because it was supposed to go to another woman because of the story they wanted to push for that. So for the WWE, for example, now they want Dominic Mysterio to get booed. The fact that he's not getting booed, it's because it's not going in the WWE's favor. The WWE has to learn how to react when things switch on a fly. Things switch on the fly all the time. And the fact that Dominic Mysterio started to get cheered after WrestleMania should have told you, a sign in your head, hey, maybe we need to switch things up a little bit differently, not turn this guy face, keep him heel, but keep this guy on screen so people could really start to really like him. Eventually, later down the line, you turn him face. Not anytime soon. And the fact that the WWE just decided to keep him off screen, it, it didn't hurt him. I don't think it hurt him. I
I
mean,
think
to
he was
us,
also
to
injured
to
too,
to
but we
people
don't
who
even know what it is.
analyze the product as much as we do, it hurt him. To us,
Mm-hmm.
but in
Yeah.
the grand scheme of things, it didn't because the guy is so good at what he does. So, um, oh, and then we'll ask you this before we get into the last part of the show. Um, how do you feel about the 16-man
Oh,
bracket
forget that.
for John Cena's retirement?
Well, a part of me worries because that's also going to be during the build up. This is all going to be during the build up for War Games, and WWE struggles with doing two things at the same time. So I mean, we'll see how this goes, but I do think this will be a very fun tournament if they do it right, if they have fun with it. I want to see guys from NXT. I want to see guys from Raw and SmackDown. I want to see guys from even maybe TNA. Even maybe we get a Nick and Nemeth or something showing up and fighting in that tournament. I want this to be like a. Essentially, I want this tournament to kind of be like a love you letter to Cena's career, also with some of his past guys. Even if we're not going to get them squaring off in the ring again, maybe if we're not going to get Chris Jericho and Cena, or we're not going to get Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, and Cena in the ring again, okay, you can get Ziggler, trying to be in that tournament and trying to get that one last shot against Cena. I wanted them to have fun with it. Essentially, when it boils down to it, there's a couple guys I see winning it. Um, Gunther is my number one, just purely based off of Triple H. As much as he likes to tout himself as unpredictable, he wants to swerve the crowd so much. He does like the most predictable things possible. I think Gunther is probably my biggest pick, and then next I will maybe go Braun Breaker, essentially because there's nothing for him to do right now, and Braun Breaker and Cena, that's fine. And third, this is one that I don't see no chance of because I don't trust Triple H when it comes to booking these type of talents based off of what he's shown me the past a couple years. Obafemi, I would love that. I would want that. I would want Obafemi versus John Cena in his last match. That would be amazing. That would be the perfect moment. A young up and start being able to face off against John Cena. The same thing that Cena was able to do against Kurt Angle. But with the way Triple H books certain talent, I don't know if that one. We just might want to hold our horses on that one. I don't know, but I do think it's going to be a fun tournament. I hope it is.
How funny? I asked the guys this. How funny would it be? Cena obviously mentioned something about guys who don't work there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Could be a part of the tournament. How funny would it be if the WWE got Tommy Invincible?
I'm laughing.
Over on the other show, if y'all Overdisputed, if y'all never seen it, check it out. I recommend y'all check it out. Over on the other show, Overdisputed, Tommy Invincible is quite the star.
Interesting.
He's quite the indie attraction, right?
He's quite the attraction for sure.
That's interesting. Okay.
Tommy Invincible.
One thing that we talked about was
He's a poser.
the only way to make this
Oh
tournament
wow, Tommy.
better.
Whoa!
Yep.
Oh wow, Tommy. Wow.
Tio, we talked about this, but
Can I get the lore behind that, Tommy? What's up with that?
Tommy's just.
No, can we get the lore behind that, or they have to wait?
Yeah,
for
Tommy, what's going on, man?
I'll have to get back to you guys on that.
Okay.
wow.
Oh wow.
wow.
Okay,
It's still too fresh.
So,
Wait, what did I miss?
Yo, if you piss Tommy off, then I can't help you, brother. I'm not.
Wait, does Tommy not like
Did that
Tommy
earlier this
Invincible?
year.
What's going on?
So Tio, the one thing that we did talk about, and the only way that you can make this tournament feel much better, you got to knock the first round out of the park.
Mhm.
Because we know that the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and obviously the final, are going to feature people going up against each other, like bigger stars per se, right? But I think the first round has to feature as much 50-50 booking as you possibly can. What I mean by this is generating matchups that you don't know who's going to win out of the
Yeah.
two. Maybe something like a Obafemi or a Drew McIntyre off the gates. Just throwing something out there, right? But like generating matchups, and because you have to, Enigma had said it, you have to sell somebody on the dream that is retiring John Cena, because there's only one person that gets to do it. There's only one John Cena, and there's only one retirement, and it's like to only make it feel that much bigger. I think the only way you do it is you have to knock the first round out of the park by generating some of these 50-50 matchups. The only other way, I don't think this is going to happen. But if Roman Reigns were to be in this tournament, man, that would add an insane
Out the
amount of
first
intrigue.
round.
Like, could you imagine a semifinal matchup of Roman Reigns versus Gunther to see who gets to the final?
That
Like,
would be.
I can see Roman get his ass beat. Like Gunther. Oh yes.
That would be
that's what I'm
amazing.
saying. Like, you like adding your biggest star to a tournament would be, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And it had that much intrigue. It's almost like, oh, like this is the most important thing ever. you were saying something about War Games earlier, but we're 3 weeks away. There's no like matches set up. Nothing. There's no build to
Yeah,
any of
War
the War
Games is
Games
cooked,
matches.
bro. There's no shot. It's cooked. It's cooked.
I don't even know
Yay,
who.
MFTs and yay.
I don't even know who's gonna be on the men's match. Who the hell is Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed gonna team up with? And who's gonna? Oh, so I guess apparently Roman Reigns and CM Punk are about to lead the other men's team. With
Oh,
who?
brother.
With who?
Called the piece of
Well,
shit
well,
squad.
well, if Brock, all I know is if Brock wasn't scheduled to be there, he's definitely getting scheduled now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna kickstart that Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman connection. Brock Lesnar leading the vision or something. I don't know.
Ugh,
Um,
my faction.
you know, one thing that does make this better is, I'm not gonna lie, Braun Breaker basically having his Batista moment and beating down Brock Lesnar is definitely more intriguing to me than Braun Breaker having his Batista moment on Seth Rollins. I will say that. I will say, like, Braun Breaker, like, jump starting his main event solo career by taking out Brock and leaving the vision. I definitely do like that one. I like that better than
Is
him
that the
leaving
Mania
Seth
match,
Rollins.
Tio? That's the Mania match.
I
Yes,
think
that's the
that
Mania
Braun
probably
match.
Breaker
would
versus
be.
Brock?
Yeah.
That probably would
Nah. Y'all
You
don't
don't
want
think
to
so?
hear. Y'all don't want to hear what I think the Mania matches is.
Braun and Roman?
No.
Fuck.
Who Braun
What?
got at Mania, bro?
Braun and Punk?
be world title.
Easy Braun Breaker win.
This is getting nasty, Tio. Who do you have, bro?
Braun
Wait.
and Punk?
Listen. Now listen. Y'all talking about Braun. Braun is not fighting in that world title match at Mania. Hope y'all know that.
No, yeah,
He was never scheduled to. He's not going to be scheduled to. There's a reason they essentially quietly dropped them back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're not
I'm
ready.
gonna kill you.
He's not fighting for that world championship at Mania. If
I think
somebody
he's
out of division or Paul's place is fighting for that world championship,
is probably Brock Lesnar.
it's going to be Brock Lesnar.
I
Oh,
think
brother.
I genuinely think that Braun Breaker should win the King of the Ring tournament next year.
I totally agree.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what's the next one?
Braun's rise is going to start in 2026. It's not. He's doing nothing else in 20. Like, it's going to start after Mania in 2026. 2025 is
Because I also believe that, like, with Seth and stuff, like, they weren't, he wasn't supposed to. He was like, I think they're gonna still go with the same plan where he's not winning a world title by Mania. I don't think nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
I just think, like, now the path is just a little bit different in terms of how you get there. And now he's not gonna have a match with Seth, or maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe when Seth comes back, maybe that's a match that they're probably still gonna do. I would assume so, because he's technically the one that turned on Seth, if anything.
My biggest problem is just like the king, like including Brock Lesnar in this is like whether you are a Brock Lesnar fan or not. You know what I'm saying? This and even to take the allegation stuff out of it, or it's not really allegations. He was named in a lawsuit, but to take all that stuff out of it, which you shouldn't. But if you want to take all that out of it, what is the intrigue in watching Brock Lesnar fade either one of those guys that he was on the poster with? Like, this is why this makes no sense to me. Brock Lesnar versus Cody, we seen that literally like only 2 years ago. What's the intrigue there? Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. Watch Brock Lesnar versus 50-year-old CM Punk. Are we serious? And then don't even get me started on Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. So Brock Lesnar's inclusion in this main event scene just makes no sense to me. Because there is no hype and there is no, like, it's matches that we've seen before and matches that you're not going to want to see, bro. Roman versus Brock. Roman versus Punk. Brock versus Punk. Are we... I don't... man.
Hey, they gonna do Cody and Roman versus Brock and Punk.
God, bro. Listen, I honestly do think these are the two main events for Mania. I honestly do think they're gonna do it. We're getting an emergency shift, and we're getting Roman versus Cody 3, in my opinion. And then they're gonna run Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, wrap up that Vision storyline. CM Punk is gonna beat Brock Lesnar. Braun Breaker's gonna turn on the Vision, get rid of all of that, go on his own. That's it. And then you get Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns in the main event. They face off again, 1-on-1, no bloodline or no all that other stuff happening. And then it's just down to who wins that. I don't know if
I'm,
that's where you do a Cody Rhodes heel turn.
I think that would be that's the perfect time.
Triple H
I
ain't gonna
think
do it though. But
the
Triple
reason why
Fridays ain't. I don't
is
believe he's gonna do it.
the reason why that is the person who had for years caused him all this turmoil, and he had also like he had to overcome so many obstacles to get to Roman.
Mhm.
And I think the only way that you can conclude this trilogy is by having kind of on some Austin and Rock shit. For on some Austin and Rock shit where Austin turned heel. And I really do believe if you really want to conclude this trilogy, it has to end with Cody Rhodes turning heel. It is the only way.
Rod, we've been through this. They're not going
But
to turn it off.
Rod, this is my only worry with that. I see that going in a lane where I don't know how good it's going to be for Cody because first of all, just how Triple H booking. If Triple H fumbled a John Cena heel turn, then oh my god, the way he might fumble a Cody Rhodes heel turn is scary. But even if he doesn't, right, the very next year, let's say Cody Rhodes turns heel, Mania 42. The very next year, the next Mania is in Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania 43. The biggest match that Saudi Arabia is going to want for that is Roman Reigns versus The Rock. So essentially, you run this risk of turning Cody heel and where there should be a new era of Cody being at the top, but a heel this time. I very well see a chance where it's a WrestleMania 40 situation where it seems like Cody's at the top of his game once again, and he deserves the main event night 2 spot of Mania as a heel this time. But you got The Rock swooping in and be like, nah, Roman versus Rock.
So, and this is why Roman versus Rock could work at Mania in Saudi Arabia, because you could instantly do that match by just having The Rock join with Cody on at Mania
Yeah, of
42.
course, for
That would
sure.
be That would be the way. And I know Ant was just talking about in the comment section and saying that like wouldn't it extend the feud with Roman? It wouldn't, because it'd be completely direction now to The Rock being the main centerpiece in that feud between Roman and The Rock. It wouldn't be on Cody anymore. I think the only way you turn him heel is by The Rock joining Cody's side. I think it's the only way, because
Yeah.
then you'd
Oh yeah,
you'd
that's
create
the only way. That's literally the
you'd
only way.
you'd
That's the
create a
only way.
path where, and I had made a prediction last year, or actually earlier this year, that I thought that they would kind of do the new what was that faction called? I forgot the name. The Corporation. That's what it was.
Corporation.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I remember that.
you would do that with The Rock and Cody, and I think you could still go that route with the end goal being Rock and Roman Reigns, where it
Mm-hmm.
completely takes Cody Rhodes out of the equation, and now he can focus on something else, but it also keeps him as the top heel with The Rock kind of running things behind the scenes, and he doesn't even have to be on TV, and neither
My
does Roman
only
Reigns.
and like you said, right, that it would be a seamless transition, like flawless. But my only like Ant said in the comments, like that would speed up the process of like a next big baby face, which now that I think about it, would that be that bad of an idea considering the fact that it's getting about that time, and that's kind of what this company needs right now. Like
Yeah,
Cody, what did Cody just? How old did Cody just turn? He just turned 40.
40, 41. Yeah, they
Cody
aren't.
Rhodes
41.
These top stars aren't
is
getting any younger.
So it's like, bro, we have to start. Listen, by the time
Cody's
John
40.
Cena was the face of the company, Cena was only what in his 20s. Triple H was still wrestling. The Undertaker was still wrestling. Shawn Michaels was still wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially all the Attitude Era guys were still wrestling except for Rock and Stone Cold.
And you had Batista on the other side, who was a young 30-year-old guy.
So it's like, I mean, the time is now because you don't want to get to where Cody says he wants to be done by 45. He just turned what, 41?
He's
I think
40.
so. 40.
40. He's turned 40. So you got 5 or 4 more years essentially. You want to be building some guy up before we get the 2
Oh,
years
Braun.
left. Like it's. It makes not. I mean, I think it should be Carmelo Hayes, but it is what it is. We just gotta start. We gotta start getting these guys built up though.
Oh, we let Micaiah play.
SmackDown needs a guy. Raw needs
Yo.
a guy. It should be Melo and Braun.
Why is Makai here?
Well,
He's
I
about
was gonna say wait for the celebration, but I mean, if y'all want to get it started,
Yeah, we can get it.
Boy.
Oh, y'all ain't started
Yeah.
yet? I bet.
we haven't started the
Yo,
celebration
yo,
yet. but if
T.O.,
you want to stay up,
T.O.
yes.
Yo,
We're celebrating CM Punk now. Bitch, CM Punk.
You
By the way,
forget
you
he's a
guys
CM
are-
Punk family.
Yo,
All right, Tommy.
Yo, your
To-
boys are
Tommy,
Ah.
kick it off. You.
Here we
go.
no interruption.
And click the link in there.
Oh boy. So just like last week for his lovely birthday,
Oh no.
I have some lovely words I want to share with you guys about CM Punk. Give me 1 second. I have it in my notes.
Time to do some things on my computer. Not pay attention to this.
That's why you lost.
Jock said, let's get it, Tommy. I got the drink. That's what I'm talking about, Jock. And I'm not gonna lie, chat. Yesterday I went out because CM Punk won and I got completely shit-faced. This is exactly what all for
I mean,
CM
W,
Punk.
you getting drunk. W, you getting drunk.
All right, you guys ready for my speech? I worked really hard on it.
No, but I know you're gonna do it anyway.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. CM Punk has done it again. The best in the world is once again standing at the top of the mountain as your World Heavyweight Champion.
To cash away.
This isn't just another title win. This is a moment. A comeback story years in the making. The man who walked away from it all, fought his way back, and proved that no matter how much time passes, greatness never fades. CM Punk didn't just win a championship. He reminded the world who he is. The passion, the fire, the conviction, it's all still there. He's the voice of the voiceless, the ultimate rebel, and now once again the measuring stick for what it means to be the best in professional wrestling. You can love him, you can hate him, but you can't deny him. So tonight, we celebrate CM Punk, the new World Heavyweight Champion, the best in the world, and the living proof that some legacies don't die. They only get stronger.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
CM Punk.
This is great. This is great.
this is
This
amazing.
is great. Oh my goodness. And of course we have guests. Makai has already
One came
joined us
early,
here.
What's good? What's good? What's
Obviously,
good, man?
I mean T.O.'s here. I don't think CM Punk is the reason, but the
No,
celebration
CM Punk is the reason. He
even
is the
better.
reason.
Even
Come
fucking
on,
better.
T.O.
This is even better.
Can I give a toast? Can I give a toast?
Please.
Please.
I'm gonna take my imaginary glass here. A toast to CM Punk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As I want to recognize myself as much as I think a lot of people on this screen as Punk. We were one of your strongest soldiers. Some of your strongest soldiers fighting for you during that fateful time in AEW and that brawl out situation. Because a lot of people forget about that. Being a CM Punk fan was like being my color in the 1960s.
Tell him.
So essentially, Punk,
The fuck?
a toast to growing from those times, starting from the bottom. Now we here, world champion in WWE, CM Punk, man. AEWK, put the toast up, put the toast up.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Hey, T.O. Hey, T.O. He was probably watching Dusty Rhodes' promo, the Hard Times one, a lot. Hey, the whole IWC was literally against him because they thought he was a nuisance.
Bro, people forget about to see the same people like switch up that I literally seen it with my eyes. Was hating on him during that time. It's crazy.
Word.
And then the way the narrative changed is like, now people agree that AEW was the issue. Now seeing like it was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was so bad. It was so bad.
And I saw people start switching on him as soon as he hopped over. Soon as he hopped over on that Survivor Series. But now, oh yeah, now there's a lot of people joining that bandwagon. And
we don't talk about that. That was a dark time for CM Punk.
This a train
Real
that
dark.
you can't get in. This the train you can't get in.
Trap Jack even said it. We were in the gutter doing the
Makai, go ahead, talk to him, man. Talk to him. Man.
Amen. Like I've been preaching, bruh. The best wrestler in the world, bruh, finally claimed his gold, bruh. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Should have happened at SummerSlam, but you know, logistics happen. But you know,
Logistics.
logistics. But hey, man, you know, him winning the World Heavyweight Championship, man, shit is great, bruh. Him starting out in AEW, it was starting out good a little bit, you know, then shit happens, you know, which by the way, people were saying that Jack Perry over Punk. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
That.
Yeah, right.
Like, man, that's crazy. You know,
They was trying to say
him.
Hangman too. They was trying to say Hangman.
Don't get me.
Yeah.
Oh boy, don't get me started.
Oh,
Maybe we should talk about Hangman. Go ahead.
No,
3 decades.
no.
3 decades.
Oversputed. I'll be there.
Because
Though.
what's going? The first thing, as soon as I say something, people go like, "I know the Cody fan not here, you know, hate like that makes sense. Like that makes any type of sense. Like that makes any type of sense. Like what?
Anyways,
I'm not.
continue, Makai.
you said what?
Continue.
But yeah, man, you know, having to defend him in AEW, man, going through the woodworks, bro, him coming back, people still not being moved by it. And then everybody started, and then like probably the middle of last year into this year to see everybody start changing their narratives about Punk, man, it's crazy. Like, where was y'all at? And y'all wasn't in the trenches when shit was bad.
They weren't in the field, bro. They weren't.
They was not in the fields, man.
Bro, during that brawl out time, bro, every day I went on Twitter, it was a war zone, bro. It was a fucking war zone.
Oh man. Bro, Twitter's not a real place. I'm convinced, bro. I swear to God.
Bro.
But yeah, man. It's great to see him. It's great to see him win the championship. Hopefully, I know it's gonna. Hopefully, it's a good reign. Because if it's a good reign, them narratives, yeah, yes, sir. Hey, Randy. You might have to get bumped. I ain't gonna lie. You might have to get bumped.
Randy, please come back and turn heel. Randy, please come back and turn heel.
Hey, he's 7-time world champ now. 7-time world champ Punk, man.
Hey, man.
7. Hey.
And we not done. That's the crazy part.
You're not done, you know?
We not done.
Not done. This has got to feel bittersweet for him because now he knows he's gonna get a real reign. Because obviously, going into SummerSlam, he obviously knew that he wasn't gonna keep that world title for long. But this got to feel bittersweet for him. The fact that he's gonna get the opportunity to get a real reign now. And honestly, when CM Punk came back, I had the thought process of like, I think this guy's gonna be on his Shawn Michaels shit. Where like he's gonna be in the like world title scene, like he's just like never gonna win it. And I was completely fine with that because this is a guy who's at a point in his career where now he's really trying to make ends meet. This is a guy who for years, was always the talk of the town about how people thought he was a nuisance and stuff. And I thought that this was the point in time where he was trying to kind of make it up to people and really like let people know that he wasn't the problem. And by doing that, would mean, hey, I'll be in a world title scene, but like I'll never win the big one. I'll put people over. And I think the fact that because he's such a polarizing figure and he's this big star, the fact that he is getting his opportunity with a world title now, especially with the landscape of the WWE, you need somebody like him to hold the world title.
Yes.
Because it drags a level of importance to that title. And I think he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that this reign is great because he knows he doesn't have many of these left. It's Triple H's job to write him correctly. So, Triple H,
oh God,
do not fail CM Punk. That's all I gotta say. And,
hey, what's that fucker's name in the Unreal? What's his name?
Michael
Bruce
Hayes.
Pritchard or
Michael Hayes.
Get him out the room when he's talking about CM Punk.
And
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me that got really scared on Monday when he like held back in his promo, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this guy's, he's not that's not CM Punk. I don't even know who that was on Monday, but that wasn't CM Punk, and I just hope they don't book him like that in his world title reign where he just feels lesser than, or like doesn't go out, you know, cutting these amazing promos on people. And it's just like I would really hope that I don't see that again from CM Punk. But
I
obviously
think in
that
that
wasn't just
situation,
him.
I think he just likes Jey Uso too much as a person. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I
it
think
is.
that's what it
I,
is.
I, I
Because like
think
CM Punk
I'm
is
gonna
a
go a
shit.
different. I'm gonna go a different route. I think it's essentially like some superstars. You can tell when they're really locked into a segment or really locked into a story that they're doing, and you can kind of tell when they're kind of just phoning it in or going on autopilot. In my opinion, I view that promo by CM Punk as just him simply being okay. This is what I got to do. Not that interested in it, but hey, it is what it is. I feel like he would rather be going into a world championship match with somebody else because it is Jey Uso. Like it's Jey Uso. It's Jey Uso. It's Jey Uso. But it's
CM
like
Punk knew that title was
I
his.
think
Bro. That's
you
why.
can get that vibe from different stars like when they locked in. Because CM Punk has shown earlier this year many times of being truly locked in, bro. I think you can tell when he is and when he isn't, in my opinion.
I mean,
Same with Roman Reigns. Same with Roman Reigns.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what y'all thought about this, but 6 GTSs to Jey Uso is crazy.
Yo, why are they making Jey Uso John
Yeah.
Cena? Why are they making him like? Why is he kicking out? Like, why do we
They
need all these
making
finishers
Jey
to be
look
hey,
Jey
did y'all
Uso?
stronger
see
than
that neck
Trish.
breaker though?
Yeet power.
Oh,
Yeet
that's
power.
actually what I was about to talk about.
That neck breaker.
Oh
Was
man,
perfect.
bro,
Oh,
this dude Jey Uso, I can't take him serious as a promo, and I definitely can't take you serious wrestling in the ring. Like, for people out there that say respect Jey Uso, man, fuck Jey Uso. Like I'm not gonna lie. I was at Jay's house last night, and I'm just praying the man just tears his Achilles or something. Cause I'm just sick and tired.
Relax.
I'm sick and tired of seeing this man on my fucking wrestling screen, on my fucking screen, just wrestling all the damn time, bro.
Seattle.
And Jey Uso, I seen that post that you did last night. I saw that.
Y'all win.
Yeah, you shut your ass up.
Yeah,
How
we
about
do
that?
win. Yay!
Yeah, we did win.
Yes,
we did
won.
we did
What do
win
we
because
win?
we don't have to see your bitch ass as champion anymore.
Oh my goodness!
I'm fucking sick of, bro. I fucking hate Jey Uso, and I've grown to hate him as the year has come along.
You know,
Because
Rock is
this
done.
guy,
we already knew that.
Jay tried to tell me last night, oh, it was a good match.
No.
You see, why is it that anytime Jey Uso has a good match, it's with somebody who's better than him, who has
It's
to carry
somebody
him?
who has to.
But, like, can Jey Uso ever carry a match?
No,
He
no,
can't.
bro,
Can he ever
no.
carry a storyline, a promo? He
No.
can't.
No. No.
What? So why is this guy being put in positions like this? He's getting compensated, but then Drew McIntyre, who's clearly talented, isn't getting compensated shit. Like, what logic is that? This guy just needs to go back to tag team wrestling. Go team with your fucking brother, bro.
Death
Go
and
do that.
death.
look, he can be the hottest mid carder ever, or he can be the
No
hottest
mid
mid
card
carder
either.
ever.
No mid card either. Nope. Tag
No
team.
mid card.
Tag
Oh
team.
no, oh no,
Tag
never mind.
team. Tag team. Nope. I
Yeah.
remember the Braun situation. Tag team.
He's
Go.
cool. He's
Tag
cool.
team. Get your ass with Jimmy.
Oh
cool.
shit.
One thing Jake
2017
and
gender or
Carey is crazy.
Death.
Trapjack
Shit,
said
I
the
don't
only
even
thing
know,
Jake
bro.
can carry is that plate and catering. Shit.
He can carry my McDonald's bag on the way home.
Well,
That's what he can do.
you know, Jey Uso.
Nah, I would give him a crazy tip.
Jey
if he
Uso
was
made
like-
me root for. Sorry. See it. Punk. Ugh. Sorry. Ugh.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Ghost, what's the
I-
Lord?
I almost got pissed off last night seeing
He
Jey
knows what
Uso
he
bring
did.
that stupid ass sleeper back, thinking he was gonna choke out CM Punk. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Why is Jay Uso doing a sleeper? Why is he reminding us of when he beat Gunther in the most embarrassing win of Gunther? Lost in
He's
Gunther's
supposed
life.
to have won
Yeah,
that
we
first.
were
You know
supposed
what?
to forget about that.
You know what? That move should be banned from Jey Uso's moveset because
He
that's
shouldn't be able to use
terrorism. That
He
is
shouldn't.
terrorism.
The real
God,
question
oh
is why he always got to steal people's moves.
Terrorism.
because he doesn't have his own. He's not, bro. Like his whole moveset is just other people's moves. It's just other people's moves. That's all it is.
Spear, the super kick,
Like,
sleeper.
And
It's
I'm
just
not
other
gonna
people's
lie.
moves.
How many super kicks did he do? You know what?
I'm
I
watching
don't
this
care.
match last night, and CM Punk, is doing, you know, typical wrestling, right? Rest holds, you know, like yeah, show Jey Uso bitch ass how to fucking work a match. Teach this motherfucker how to actually work, because clearly
At the roof
he
of
doesn't
CM
know how to
Punk.
work anything. He don't know how to work a match. He don't know how to work a crowd. The crowd is just so fucking brain dead to really think that yee. Shut the fuck up.
All that yeeting.
Fucking crowd is brain dead as shit.
What a pass! Sorry.
And it's just like it's so stupid, bro.
Oh, it's
I
fine.
fucking hate that shit because they don't know that. Like, yeah, look, how do you watch a neck breaker? And here's the thing. After seeing all these Jey Uso matches this year, and even last year, Jey Uso to me has regressed. How could somebody
Yeah.
who's
Oh,
already
for sure.
ass regress? And I'm gonna tell you why. Look at the way he worked last night's match. He looked slow. He looked tired. He legitimately looked like he couldn't finish the match. The guy looked gassed.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, CM Punk is 48. And he looked better than you. Old man Punk. How much younger is Jey Uso than
Punk
him?
still
Like
got
7 years,
it.
8 years?
I think it's
Yeah.
8.
Almost
And
a
bro,
decade younger.
this is a
Got
man
it.
who's what, 20, 25 years into his career?
Jey Uso is 40.
CM Punk. Yeah, so CM Punk is 20, 25 years into his career. He's worked in the indies where obviously like the matches they work out there are, a lot more strenuous on the body, right? He went to AEW, he worked strenuous matches. The WWE system is technically way lighter on your body. And Jey Uso can't literally look gassed. He looked like shit. I'm glad CM Punk kicked the shit out of him after that fucking stupid ass neck
Yeah,
breaker.
he kicked the shit out of him. That was
And then
funny.
not only
I can't
that,
lie.
they went outside and CM Punk literally grabbed a water bottle, put it all over his fucking head. Wake the fuck up. This is
That
the
was
main
crazy.
event.
That was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, this is the main event. And you doing this? This is what you doing?
Jay Bin Laden.
Like, bro,
And I hate the
he
excuse.
should be nowhere close near the main event scene. If that's what you're gonna put out, product like that, I don't need to see you. I don't know what Triple H is thinking, seeing a guy like that. Literally a guy like that who can't really wrestle and is getting gassed. Why should that even come a thought in your mind that I'm gonna put this guy in the main event? Why is that even a thought in your mind? The fact that Punk had to sit there and walk this little bitch ass baby through his match because his fucking father, Rikishi, wants to bitch all the fucking time, man. Fuck you too, Rikishi. You need
Oh,
to
it's
shut
been
down
fuck
whatever
him.
fucking
It's been fuck him.
you need to fucking shut down your podcast and shut your bitch ass up.
Oh my god.
Nigga started
'Cause this
bitching
fucking-
when Braun Breaker beat him, the better star. Salute.
Exactly. So I just don't get it, bro. Like this guy's getting put in prominent positions that he shouldn't even be in. Oh what? Cause you Samoan? Cause you got some tattoos? But you was wearing bandanas on your fucking shoes. You're not black, bro. They're trying to promote you like you black. The way you talk, the way you come out, or you're not black. You're Polynesian. The fuck is you doing? But I blame WWE on that. So you know what?
Look,
Fairs to
man.
him.
Look,
I hate the excuse that people try to give him, like, oh, he's a tag team wrestler for his whole career. Bro, he's been a single star for the last 2.5 years, and each year, he's went from semi-main event scene to the IC title scene, now to the world title scene, pretty much consistently all year. And the fact that he's regressed, I think, who was it? Trap Jack in the comments said, I think he got comfortable. I really think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
no, that
And
was yeah.
when you're elevated to this point, a former world champion, you getting these opportunities that you probably shouldn't be getting, and the fact that you're comfortable, and maybe last night was a situation where he got told he was losing the day of, and maybe he just didn't. That's crazy, bro.
That shouldn't
That's
matter
crazy.
though. Like what
That's
that just
crazy.
tells me is that he's it. Okay, like for example, what you just said about he got told he was losing. That's unprofessional.
Hmm.
That's
You're telling me that you're gonna go out there in front of a crowd and just decide to Austin Aries it? Cause what? Cause you're mad?
That
Like
just tells me
Because he
you
losing.
that right there. If that's what you're gonna do, you definitely don't belong in the main event scene or any big scene at all.
He mad because you're mad because you're buns. You are
Your
buns.
buns.
You suck. You suck.
Yes.
You don't belong in that scene. You don't. You're mad because you're. How are you mad? You losing a title that you should have never had.
I'm gonna also go.
How?
I'm gonna go back to the Unreal bullshit thing. They
Oh
even.
my.
I'm pretty sure Rod said it. They pretty much said to Jay, "Look, we know the problems that you have. If you're doing that, we're just gonna take away your main event shit." Why? Why?
and
Why are we even giving him a chance?
you wanna know what's the irony in all this? That the other day on Raw Recap, he goes out and he says something along the lines of this. I'm gonna read you the quote exactly of what he said. Quote on, and this is quote unquote. He see me now, you know what I'm saying, Us. We equals now. He's talking about Roman, by the way. He did teach me the game, man. I was a student to him. I sat under the learning tree all of COVID. I was there like front row, man. I had my ticket, just learning the game, man. Learning from Big Oos, learning from the wise man. And basically after that, he said that he doesn't want people to think of him as more than that he wants people to think of him as more than just an entrance, bro. How do you want
You're
us?
just an infant.
How do you want us? What like you want us to think of you as more than an entrance? Mind you, this is what you just said on Monday, just 6 days ago, and then you pull some shit like what you did last night. How that work? How that
Jay
work?
Uso is asking us to lie to ourselves. No, brother, you're just an entrance. That's
Yeah,
just
like,
You're
but
just buns, buddy.
I hate to break it to you, buddy. You can't work a match unless it's with Seth Rollins, Gunther, or CM Punk. If it ain't those three, because with your cousin Roman, what you did was a stinker. You went out there in the main event of SummerSlam and you put everybody to sleep.
Mm.
You put everybody to sleep.
Mm-mm-mm.
So at the end of the day, you know what, Jey Uso? You are more. You are like you're not even more than an entrance, bro. I like you're not. People are just gonna think of you. You just an entrance. You just come out, do your little thing, and that's cool. That's cool, bro. But you're never like you're 40 years old. I said this earlier about Jade Cargill. Once you reach a certain age, your progression stops. You're not gonna get better than this. You're not. If anything, you're already regressing. So you're literally going to be an entrance for the rest of your career. That's literally what you are.
What a
Congratulations, you won a
shame.
world title this year. But that shit was ass. Ain't nobody gonna remember that shit. You won it in the most anticlimactic way. Ain't nobody gonna remember that shit. They gonna remember it for the wrong reasons. You a tag team guy. You're an entrance guy. You're a catchphrase merchant. You don't know how to cut promos. You're
Oh
terrible in the
my.
ring. The list goes on and on.
Can
Fun
I can,
fact.
can I
He
give y'all a summary of Jey Uso's promo on Monday Night Raw? Essentially, if I remember it correctly.
Oh, letters. One. Okay, go ahead.
I've been hearing everything everyone said about me, but I don't care. I got Roman in my ear, brother in my ear, mama in my ear, but I don't care what anybody's saying because it's all about four letters, one word, ye. That is verbatim the promo that Jey Uso cut right before CM Punk came out. And even when CM Punk came out,
Uh,
and after CM Punk gave his promo, I could almost quote it. I could almost quote it to this point. Screw you, Punk. Screw you, Punk. 4 letters, 1 word. Ye. I wish I was exaggerating. I wish I was just trolling. I wish I was playing this up. I wish I was trying to make Jey Uso look bad. But I put this on everything I love. This is what happens when Jey Uso is given a live microphone. Like,
So
this is what
rude.
happens. He goes out there, says about maybe 2 or 3 sentences. Because that's all he said to CM Punk. You gonna make me seem like the bad guy. You gonna spin it. But screw you, Punk. 4 letters, 1 word, ye. I put this on everything I love. God, just write me down right now. That is the summary of the promo that he said to CM Punk.
Even
His response to
I'm
CM
not
Punk.
gonna lie, Solo Sikoa promos be better than Jay.
I on everything I love. Trap Jake said, "Ain't no way that's how I win." I put this on everything I love.
Yeah,
I'm not like
Do
that. You
that
go
is
back and watch it right now. That is a summary of literally what he said,
What-
and it's
we
probably not even a summary. It's probably literally what he said.
Nah,
do we
pretty much.
remember earlier this year? This is when I knew there was a problem. Obviously, we probably should have known towards the build to Mania, but I was like, you know what? His
I already knew
first
that.
real main event going into. I was like, you know what? Whatever. But this one I knew was a problem was the build to what was it? Cena and Logan versus Cody and
The tag
Jay.
match. Yeah.
The
Oh
go
my
home. The go
god.
home. Cody comes out, cuts this like I don't want to say an amazing promo. It was like a solid promo. Yeah, a solid Cody promo. And then he's like, Jay, go ahead. He's like, oh yeah, 4 letters,
Let
1
us.
word. That
What
literally,
words?
out of anything, you're gonna be in the ring with the greatest of all time, and you got the greatest of all time partner Logan Paul cutting a better promo than you. I
Oh
don't.
my.
Nah, Logan did cut. I think I do remember that one. Logan did cut a pretty good promo.
So I have a question. Is Jay the worst promo in WWE? On the main roster.
Like currently?
Yeah, on the main roster.
Ugh,
Nah,
Tiffany-
are we counting the women's division?
Tiffany is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, Tiffany. Oh yeah, if we count the women's division, yeah, Tiffany. Okay,
I'll say in
yeah.
the main event scene maybe.
In the main event scene, yes, he's by far. He's head and shoulders below.
Jay gotta be near the bottom, bro.
He's head and shoulders below.
Yeah, Jay
everybody.
gotta be near the bottom.
For
Zoe
sure.
Stark?
Yeah.
I forgot about her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought she got
She's
released.
still
from
she's still in the WWE. She's still
I
Well,
don't
you know what?
know.
I'll give
Remember
Jay
she
this.
tore
I'll
her-
give Jay
she tore
this.
her knee. She
I'll
tore her
give
knee.
Jay
Oh,
this.
that's right,
earlier
that's
this
right.
Jay, you're better than Brock Lesnar in 2025.
Oh, okay. That's what I say. 2025.
That's not saying much.
He's
So that's something.
Jay Uso's
You're better than the guy that doesn't
only
talk. Good job. Good job.
Jay Uso's actually the only one that is not projected, or the only former world champion or current world champion that won't be in the top 16. Every other WWE current or former current world champion is probably going to squeeze into the top 16. Jay's the only one that's not making it. We're not even thinking about Jay. He's not even in the ballot.
You know what?
It got bad.
Pisses me off? It's the fact that a majority of the people, right, that have faced off against him this year, and I'll name the 3 that I think it's the most evident in, which is Gunther, Seth Rollins, and now CM Punk, have all actively tried to make this guy look better than what he is. And what he in turn does is makes a fool out of himself. Oh, yo,
His best match is still on the roll, by the way.
He makes a fool out of himself by cutting these 5-year-old promos that, like, as if he's like talking to slow people, as if he's talking to an audience full of 9-year-olds. Like, the fact that guys like Gunther and Seth Rollins and CM Punk, who have literally are way better than you and are actively trying to lessen themselves to a degree where they literally try to take themselves off that pedestal and put themselves right there with you, and you can't even do the bare minimum. You can't even make yourself look good. These guys are actively trying, and they're trying, but you don't do shit. From a promo aspect,
Yeah, it's sad.
bro. Jimmy Uso slapping the absolute ever-living shit out of Gunther. By the way, gets followed up by Gunther beating the crap out of Jimmy Uso, leaving him bloody, right? And I think the following week, Jay Uso cuts the most unserious, serious promo of his goddamn life. I couldn't even tell if he was mad or not. What the fuck? You're in a main event angle for the World Heavyweight title, and you act like you're serious. You act like you're angry, but you don't look it. Y'all
Yeah,
remember that promo? Y'all remember that
that's
one?
another thing too.
I know
Jay's
what you're talking
facial
about.
expressions, like
Yeah.
his selling is like it's very hit or miss. I'm not gonna lie, which is
Uh-huh.
crazy. You would think it's top notch because he's one of the most important parts of the Bloodline story. But like Russell Spot has said, I think this newfound solos push, he's got comfortable, bro. He's regressed in everything: storytelling, promos, wrestling, everything. He's
So
folding under pressure. The lights are too bright. The
earlier
lights are too
this
bright.
earlier this morning, I was sitting him watch promos in the Thunderdome, and I was like, "There's no way this is the same guy.
It can't be.
This is not the same guy. That guy, that main event Jey Uso, that right hand man Jey Uso, that guy is far fetched, far way better than whatever this current version of Jey Uso is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. Could it be the pressure that he has on him? I don't know.
It's because
Like
he's in the spot where he belongs. If you're talking
like
about the Thunderdome era, because he's
and
where he belongs, the
realistically,
tag team scene.
realistically, I don't even want to say he doesn't belong here because clearly in 2020 and 2021, he clearly showed that he can hang with top guys. And the fact that he's even regressed to this point is honestly very alarming. And it should be very alarming to WWE because that guy, that that right hand man Jey Uso isn't even near whatever this is. And he wasn't even that great of a wrestler back then. He still isn't now. But the one thing he would deliver on back then that he can't deliver on now is storytelling and
Mm-hmm.
promos. He wouldn't cut the same
Easy.
fucking slot promo every fucking week. The four letters, like he wouldn't cut that. And then the other thing, I think he forces. So Roman is very good at facial expressions. Every time I look at Jey Uso, he just look constipated.
He's trying,
I thought I
He
was the
yo.
does
only
like
one. I
the
thought I was the only
he
one
does
to
like the
draw.
teeth. He
He,
does
he,
something with his
Bro.
teeth or whatever.
he legit
And then
tries.
he does like this, like he like looks down and
Giving you that weird ass
Like-
side eye.
like bro,
And
like Roman does not do that, bro. Like you always trying to make these facial expressions, and I get facial expressions go a long way, but you over exaggerate it to a point where you look like you're shitting yourself on a live TV, and it's like, bro, what do you like? What is the end goal here for him? I don't even know what's next for him because I'm not even interested in a heel turn.
Oh God.
put him in the tag division.
Get
Just have
back
him in the
where
Yeah.
tag
you
division.
belong in the tag division. Put on that down since day one his shirt. Go ahead and be with Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and save the Raw tag division and go ahead and do that. And then
Man,
you're
Please,
done. Bye.
Can we please keep the OG Uso song? Like I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Can we please just put him in the tag division where he
I
belongs?
get the guys moving merch and stuff like that. I get that.
Cool. He can move merch as the tag
And,
team division as well,
Like I get he's moving merch,
like he
but
did
like,
before.
dude,
Brother,
how
anybody
many?
can move merch.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel
Morrison
like
will
so,
merch.
like I feel like so many people move merch and stuff like that, and it's like they don't nearly get the credit that Jey Uso has gotten. He's only getting it because the dude was a part of a bloodline storyline. And he's fucking Samoan.
Can I say something on that one? This is my conspiracy theory. I think that whole moving merch thing. I don't deny that Jey Uso is moving merch,
He
but I
is.
think that's like kind of propaganda to like justify his spot in that role. Because like y'all said, there have been points where LA Knight has been like number one in merch sellers back in like 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have been like number one, number two, top five in merch, right? And they still have yet to got
Cross was
the
moving crazy merch.
super put.
Undisputed.
Cross literally didn't even know that he was selling so much merch because WWE was literally trying to keep it away from him and like fan the flames and keep it under wraps because they didn't want him to be a star. So
And
like
and the,
I feel like that merch thing is like I feel like that's like that. It's like propaganda, in my
That
opinion.
that observation you make it could be true because the WWE is known to even attendance records. They're known to inflate numbers and make you believe that something is really greater than what it really is. Jey Uso's merch numbers might be greater than what they really are. Like my bad. So sorry, I didn't um I didn't pose that correctly. The numbers that the WWE I believe is feeding us is probably not what his numbers actually are.
Mm.
I'm like I don't want to say like he's like bottom 10 or anything. I don't want to say that. I think he's selling like a top 10 guy, but to see every time that oh he's selling like a top 5 guy. No, I don't believe that. I genuinely don't.
I think it. Yeah, I think
Also,
it's inflated.
I want
Not
to.
even inflated. Just like just the whole talk around it and how they approach that and how people approach talking about that. I think it's like they use it to justify it and they use it incorrectly, in
They
my
feed
opinion.
they feed incorrect numbers to to the people that report that shit.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
like
Remember, this is the same company that pipes in cheers and pipes in boos when they want a certain type of like way, and they'll do stuff like that. So it's like
Yep.
you got to be they very sneaky people. It's a very sneaky company.
this is what I was talking about earlier, Tio. I was talking about this earlier that the WWE eh, I think you were here for this, but they train you to watch the product a certain way, right? When something's not going their way, and clearly this Jey Uso stuff is really not going their way. I have a feeling the WWE behind the scenes right now is like kicking themselves like this Jey Uso shit isn't going our way because so many people they're reading online. Well, as many people in arenas, you know, probably like the guy, but a majority of those people that like him are less than the age of 16 probably. I think everybody else who watches the product and really sees it for what it really is can see that Jey Uso just isn't that guy. And he's just like not entertaining to a majority of people. And it's like I feel like the WWE is starting to see that, but they're not trying to like they're not trying to move things around because they have a set plan for Jey Uso. What that entails, I don't know. But realistically, I think they view him higher than what everybody else views them as.
I think they're essentially just trying to get a return on their investment because like you got to remember a lot of like having Jey Uso win that Royal Rumble was a very that was a very big decision because essentially we had John Cena not win it, Roman Reigns not win it, and CM Punk not win it. So when you put all that stock in a guy like that, it's like you're kind of just yo, I'm going to get a return on this investment, and I think that's what they're trying to do, but it's like they're kind of biting themselves, like shooting themselves in the foot because as much as the conversation around Jey Uso may seem like he's bringing in those numbers and bringing in those big bucks, the viewership is going down for Monday Night Raw on Netflix, and it's going down for Friday Night SmackDown.
Mhm.
Not only that, and this is more of a TKO thing, but the attendance is starting to trickle down as well. I think SmackDown they recorded their lowest attendance for this past SmackDown in 4 years, which is crazy. Um, I got a little bit of the scoop. SmackDown is coming to Greenville, South Carolina. Russell Spot, the home of D Block, is coming to Greenville, South Carolina this Friday. I looked on Ticketmaster, right? What if I told y'all they have the whole half of that arena tarped off? The hard cam side of that arena, it is blocked off. You cannot buy tickets on that side.
Oh, so they're pulling collision numbers now.
So when people want to talk about yo, the internet talk isn't real, the internet fans don't exist. It's all about what's happening in the crowds. All those dislikes on those videos, all of the opinions on the internet, bro, it's gonna start to take effect. And WWE is going to realize, bro, there is real criticisms behind the things that people are saying, and it's resulting in y'all losing fans, losing people the interest in coming to y'all shows. SmackDown is one of the most uninteresting shows I have ever seen in 2025. Legit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Collision, AEW Collision
It's
might be
better.
more like enticing every week than a Friday
It
Night
is.
SmackDown.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
no, it is. It
Unfortunately,
is.
it is.
a show with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre. Like, how do you do that?
Hello.
You should build hype from that show off those three people alone.
Yeah.
It's getting the same, bro. And the fans are starting to speak with their wallets, bro. They starting to not show up to these arenas, and not buy into this stuff no more, bro.
The thing is the WWE isn't this whole like likes and dislikes stuff on YouTube. I'm pretty sure the WWE sees that, but they don't ever act on it. Like they don't ever act on it unless they want to use it for a story.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is like very fucking stupid because they say like, oh, Jey Uso winning the battle royal and getting all these dislikes. Oh yeah, we don't care about that. Yeah, you don't care about it then because you're not gonna turn it into a storyline. But when Cody Rhodes was being taken out of the WrestleMania main event, oh now you want to use it as something to, oh now you want to really acknowledge that and be like, yeah, that was
Well,
that was something that was.
Well, I'm gonna add on to that as well. To be fair, a lot of people were also requesting refunds for random merch too. So people were talking with their wallets too with Cody. But I see what you mean, Ron.
And it's like picking and choosing like when you want to use this as a work or whatever. I think it's pretty stupid. The other thing that Tio was talking about was the whole, like Greenville, right? Not selling tickets. A part of it is the ticket prices. The ticket prices are pretty high. Now, what I will say is this. I do believe that the ticket prices, they're very bad. But at the same time, people would pay prices like this if the product was actually worth the price of admission.
Facts.
If the product was really high, like really, really damn good, and you're telling me you're charging, let's say $200 entry level just to even get in, sit at the top, people would pay that. If you put whatever the price is, right, the average price of tickets now for WWE, if you attach that to the 2023 product, I promise you, it would have sold.
It's a big
And this is why I don't believe in the whole notion of like, oh, the reason people aren't showing up is because of the prices. That's not the reason. The reason is realistically that they're not showing up because it doesn't match the price of admission, the product. People would pay those prices if that product was actually damn good. And right now, it's the lowest it's been since the pandemic. Or even before, actually, since before the pandemic, because the pandemic was actually decent. It was just really hard to get into because of no fans.
2019, basically.
But the product is at a low point, and I also wouldn't even compare it to 2019. I think 2019 is in a realm of its own. I don't know why people
that shit made me take a break. Oh my god.
I don't know why people make that conversation. T.O. Rhodes.
Whoa. One time.
I don't know though, because if we're being honest, do y'all think it's getting better or is it gonna get worse towards that 2019?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
As worse as that.
I'm gonna say it can't get worse than 2019.
Think about it, bro.
Listen. I would say this though. Every time we've said it can't get worse than this, Triple H found a way. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, there's no way.
All right, if he finds a way.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
In a week span, we literally got
the. Gonna get worse than dog food.
We literally got the.
How many times do he got to show us? Yeah, it can get lower. The bar can get lower.
So it's gonna get worse than dog food,
bro.
It can't get worse. It can't get.
I'm not gonna lie. With the way Triple H moving, if we go low, Triple H gonna go to hell. So I don't know. We'll see.
It's already going to hell.
There's no way the product gets as bad as within a week stretch. You get Brock dominating Kofi, and then we also get the Fiend and Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. There's no way it gets that bad.
Listen.
Nope. AI.
Listen. Triple H might find a way in his own way. That's all I'm gonna say.
And also, I also do believe that the talent pool is better now than what it was 6 years ago. So there'd have to be a drastic change in the talent, and I believe talent alone and the way these people wrestle kind of saves it a bit. Like I think maybe storyline wise, it could get to that, but back then, back in 2019, it's not like we was getting these classics with fucking wrestling matches. So the fact that we weren't getting good wrestling matches, and also the fact that we were getting bottom tier storytelling, was just like you put those two together and you're gonna create something that's not watchable. I don't think the product is ever gonna get that low because while as bad as storylines are now and storytelling, wrestling has gotten just way better and it's progressed since then. So I think
Also, yes,
That is
WrestlePalooza was
true.
worse than Stomping Grounds. I
yes.
remember Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds had a couple of decent matches,
But
at
you know,
least.
and okay, and like
Yeah.
that's true, right? But I'll tell you why. It's because of what was expected out of WrestlePalooza.
That too.
That's true too.
WrestlePalooza
That's true too. That's
Yeah.
WrestlePalooza was
yeah.
a
That's that.
disappointment due to what it was actually supposed to be, what it was billed as. And that from just a surface level alone, it's already worse in that category.
Yeah.
If you look at the event and you look at how they were promoting it, how it was billed, the matches they put on there, it should have blew Stomping Grounds out of the water. Instead, because it was such a disappointment, it automatically is worse.
They wanted to make that like a yearly pay per view, one of the big pay per views.
And I
Yeah,
guess they're gonna
like
try.
I
But
want to say like obviously not the big four, but probably like them tier two pay per views like a Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they went to Money in the Bank.
What are
Oh,
they
you
getting
like it?
matches? Yeah,
WrestlePalooza,
basically like that. Yeah, basically like them type of pay per views or backlash.
WrestlePalooza might be
But
as bad as it like on a scale of like how disappointing it was. I might rank it as bad as 2018 Crown Jewel.
Mm.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy to say that. That's not
No,
crazy.
it's
And
not. It's not.
like I said, it's because of what
mm,
was expected of that pay per view. Nobody was expecting shit out of Stomping Grounds, and it at least turned out to be somewhat decent. Like there's replay value to a match like what was it, Ricochet and Samoa Joe?
Ricochet and Samoa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some replay
yeah,
value. The reason why I do go that far, Ant, is because of expectations. The expectations that like and you might not have had the expectations, but I think the WWE setting the expectations to everybody, telling everybody it's the first the first PLE on ESPN. You got Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and you have AJ Lee returning, and all of these other marquee stuff. Think about the way they started off the show with that crazy long video package with all this fucking pyro going off. You can't tell me that off of just disappointment alone, you can't tell me that WrestlePalooza wasn't just as bad as Crown Jewel in 2018. Am I crazy for saying that?
That's not crazy, bro.
That's not
nah,
crazy.
that's not
Did
crazy.
Daniel? Did
Because I think from a disappointment factor, it's already like it's already at a low bar just from a surface level. So I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get. I don't know how much worse Survivor Series can get, or realistically, I'm very nervous about Saturday Night's main event next month. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this whole
Yeah.
no ad shit was gonna save the show, but it just didn't.
It made it a little better, I say. A
It
little.
flowed better, but it's not like you gave much
Yeah.
substance on the show. There's nothing really. There was nothing really on that show where you could like really sink your teeth into, and really be like, oh okay, yeah, this was great. And that's the issue, dude. Like you change one thing where okay, now it's in a pay per view format where
Oh my God!
now
His arm
where
snapped.
what?
Jaden Daniels' arm just got fucking snapped.
Ugh. Um, what was that? Fuck, what was I saying?
Yeah, my
Saturday
bad.
night's
Oh,
main
you
event.
you yeah so you take away the ads, right? And then so you take that away, and that's pretty cool. But then you give us a paper like a show like that. It's like what are we supposed to take from that? And the main event was, oh man, what would y'all rate this show on a scale? Maybe like a 4.
Yeah, I'll say 4.
I was about to say three, but
Say like a 4.
I was about to
But
say three, but
what
yeah,
do you?
probably four.
So I was talking about this earlier too, but do you
Three.
think
So,
that Saturday Night's main event they've done so much damage to it since its comeback?
I don't think so. I think essentially, I don't think there's, they can't really
Hmm.
damage it because essentially the show has always been like a filler show or just another like a bonus. of seeing WWE superstars on and getting certain matches. So I don't think they can like damage it. At worst, it's just going to become filler, which that's what it's always been. Now, what they can do if they make it so they're always downright skippable, like literally every time, then like yeah. But I think because of what the show has always been, they can't really do too much bad to it, in my opinion.
Well, it's
Now,
90.
when you get to like devaluing PLEs, like devaluing Survivor Series and devaluing
Oh,
SummerSlams and devaluing actual PLEs, that's when like it's a conversation. But I think
Survivor
because of
Series.
what it was always just a filler.
Survivor Series has gotten the most devaluing. Oh my god.
You would think War Games would make it more valuable too. That's the crazy part, right?
Do
I'm not gonna lie. I almost
you-
want to go back to brand warfare, but like the brands don't mean
yeah,
anything.
they don't mean
Yeah.
anything. I think it's the pay per view that has suffered the most. I think so. SummerSlam, it suffers because of the aesthetic of it. It's not SummerSlam anymore. I genuinely don't know. There's nothing summer about SummerSlam. There's
It's
nothing
not
that's
bright no more, is it? It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like
Like it, like
Yeah.
that's that. So from that aspect, it has suffered from just like just a visual standpoint. But I don't think SummerSlam has suffered in terms of like WWE does treat it like a big show every year, and clearly, this year they ran a 2 night event, so they clearly view it as a pretty high value show. So, but I think the one that's taken the hit the most has been Survivor Series. Unfortunately,
yeah.
over the years that pay per view has
Mhm.
just become
That's not much.
damn near unwatchable at this point, with no really marquee matchups, and honestly, like the brand warfare used to mean something. One of the years that they didn't do it was the invasion angle, and that
Mhm.
ended up turning out to be whatever it was. That wasn't that wasn't all that great. But all the other years, like, and I remember at one point, it almost seemed like bragging rights was probably going to take the place of it until it didn't, because
Yeah.
bragging rights just wasn't really selling well. But Survivor Series had been a staple of these traditional Survivor Series matches, and now we're getting War Games. But it's like I don't even think War Games should happen every year, because I don't think every year there's a story that's going to call for it. And this year there definitely isn't a story to call for it,
Yeah.
especially with the
It's
Seth injury.
it's one, but yeah, y'all ain't gonna like it.
You said what?
It's low key one, but I know people ain't gonna like it.
I know what you was say. I think I know what you was say.
What?
It I mean, look, MFT and Wise, that's the only one, but
Jesus.
At least they got some
So,
sort of story going on. I don't know.
They
I
do
don't
have a
care what
story.
story we got. We want Solo. You want Solo to lead another charge for pay per view?
I mean, look, I wouldn't want it, but at least it's actually two factions in the
Go to
war
work.
games. That that's my only thing about it. But
I think
like,
another thing too. Another. Oh, my. I ain't mean to cut you off. You go
you
ahead.
good, you good.
I think another thing too. Why I wouldn't be completely against it is because like it puts the war games match in a situation where it doesn't have to be the focal point of the show or the main
Yeah.
like the war games don't got to be in the main event of the show. So like I think one of the best ways they did Elimination Chamber was back in 2023, where the big match of that show was Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns,
Hmm.
but they had something else happen with the Elimination Chamber, the US title, with the US men's division in a Elimination Chamber.
Great
So
chamber,
like
by the way.
I think if you want
Yeah.
to continue war games, you could go the route of okay, there is going to be a War Games match, but it doesn't have to always include the biggest feud in the company, which would actually be a good thing because that gives Triple H way more freedom to do certain things with certain feuds. The top feud don't got to be between factions or multiple people. You can have a one-on-one match, be the biggest match at Survivor Series, and then you can still have your War Games with maybe a little faction warfare or just these friends versus these friends in this mid card situation. I think that's way more fun and way more like unpredictable and way more like flexible
Hmm.
with the storytelling. But we know Triple H
Hmm.
ain't gonna do that. Oh, it is
One,
what it is.
Common
one,
sense? No.
Yeah.
one
Common
thing that
sense. Why would he? Come on now.
one thing that they
Hmm.
haven't done that I would love to see them do. I think it was maybe it was the first iteration of the War Games. Somebody had said something about it. I think it was like last week where they did 3 separate teams.
Yeah.
You talking about how they did it in NXT?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they I think they did
It
Undisputed
was
Era, Sanity, and
Authors of
Authors of
Pain.
Pain.
Authors of Pain. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just don't know why you don't just switch up the format just a little bit. Like even in a sense of like that. Like I think switching it in that sense could also make things a little bit more fresh. Because that concept had only been done, I think, one time. Because the rest of them had two teams. I think that's the only time that we've ever seen three
Not
teams a
gonna
part of a.
lie, if War Games is what they
That go
want to make
crazy.
it to 8 people, they can put fucking the 4 SmackDown tag teams in there and make that a SmackDown tag title match. Why not?
Oh,
Do
that would
something
That
be
would
different.
be
Oh,
sick.
that would
That
be
would
that
be
would be
sick.
just switching the
That's
concept
something
of
to do.
switching the concept of the match around just a little bit could really change people's intrigue.
Just
Facts.
get creative with it. That's all
Mhm.
you have to do, Triple
Yeah.
H. You want to put your name? Yo, can we talk about? I don't know where we're going topic wise, but can we talk about Triple H and just him wanting to be the face of the company? I've never seen. I don't ever think Vince McMahon was this egregious with putting his face on literally everything, company wise. Like he's the face of the company, like he's Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I don't understand it. Why is Triple H on
Vince
the
McMahon would
WrestleMania
never
poster?
drop coaching mixtapes.
Has
Why is Triple H on the WrestleMania poster? He's not in any storylines.
Bro, he's always so the posters is
Why
one
is
thing,
Triple
but
H's name executive
yeah,
producer at the end of every single Raw and
yeah.
SmackDown and PLE? Like what? Like we get it. Why is that a part of like the end of every show? Executive producer, Paul Levesque.
Hey,
Like
Tio, the only way this could get worse is if he pulls a Vince McMahon and gives himself a world title.
but it's like
The red
how
part
you
with the
it's worse than
do rag Triple
Vince.
H.
It's worse than Vince because like when Vince was doing it, Vince was all like he was giving you storylines on television. Like Vince was a
Yeah.
part of the show. And he was giving you good storylines. It was funny stuff. It was entertaining stuff. I remember one year, like what was it, 2006? He people were complaining about him people responded, "Yo, but Vince McMahon, there was a couple of times he was on the
Was
cover of the
was
video
that the
games.
was that the
He,
year
he was
that
on
he
the cover.
was?
What video game was that? He was on the
It was
cover of like
05. It was
Five.
05.
05. Now, if I
The first
remember
SmackDown versus
correctly,
Raw.
that was the same year where it was Vince McMahon and Shane versus Shawn Michaels and God.
No, that was the. Oh
So
yes,
it's just like
yes.
at least Vince McMahon
What's
was
the real
on
thing, Makai? Look it up.
TV. He was a character
Yep.
on TV, bro.
That's what I was
Like
just about.
Nah,
That's
that's
what I was just about
crazy.
to tell you that he was doing that whole shit with God.
Nigga was fighting God.
that was funny, entertaining stuff. So it's like it's justifiable for Vince. It makes sense. He was a character
And
on TV.
the times that he would put himself on a poster of like a pay per view, I think he was either champion or he was like definitely involved in a major storyline.
A lot of the times he was the biggest. He was one of the biggest draws.
Yeah.
Like back in that Attitude Era, the
He was the
biggest
biggest heel
draws
ever.
was Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
that's why like people try to bring up that argument of like, oh, but Vince McMahon did it. Yeah, he did it because he was a talent. He would
He was actually a
work.
talent, and he's
He was
literally the
legit
biggest heel that
making the
WWE's
matches.
ever had.
Triple
On-screen
H,
making the matches, making them official.
bro,
Exactly.
Arguably one of the
Triple
greatest
H,
heels.
Triple H literally tries every way to make himself the center of attention. Posters is one. The other one, like Russell's about said, coaching mixtapes. This dude every fucking week is releasing a video of him showing Stephanie Vicaire, Penta how to do their entrance. Bro, do you really want attention that bad? Didn't you get it enough?
At least he
from
somewhat cares, but damn.
Didn't you get it enough from 2000 to 2005?
No, he didn't, Rod. You know why? Because he was never the face of the company. He was never the main guy. I think he still holds resentment from that. I'm not gonna lie.
All that, and then also every other pay-per-view, PLE. I'm sorry. Welcome to
Oh my
whatever.
gosh.
Bro,
Welcome to Russell.
I'm trying to think, bro. There's no way he was this bad in NXT. I can only think of the NXT Brooklyn one where he was in the center of the ring.
Yeah.
The fucking
And-
Orphan. The spinning one.
Bro, why did he do that?
That shit is funny, bro. I don't care.
Bro, like he's never done it to
He's
like
doing that. This is
Bro, why did
spinning
he do it like
around.
that, though?
He's ore
never
farming. That's why.
he's never done it to these extremities, bro. And like now it's awful. Oh my god. And then
Oh
on
my-
If I hear him
Instagram,
say we're in a new era again this year, I'm gonna lose my mind.
and then
Bro,
he's
he kind of did the Brooklyn
Bro.
thing on the
You know
on the
what-
Netflix debut.
you know what pisses me off the most? Whenever he posts himself on Instagram walking out of his private jet and getting in his
Are you
truck.
ready?
In his truck. We're about to make some magic this week, guys.
Every time he says that, it's the worst show.
Yo.
You know who he wants to be,
Yo.
Rod? I figured it out. He wants to be Dana White. He kind of wants to be.
Yeah.
He wants to be
Hell.
what Dana White is to UFC. He wants to be that to WWE. Like when you think of UFC, you think of Dana White. He's the face of UFC.
But he's a promoter, bro. Like it's different.
I know for sure. But that's what Triple H wants. That's what
Here
he's
we go.
mirroring.
Here it is. Look. Here it is. Here it is,
This
yo.
was funny, bro.
Ain't no way y'all let him get away with that back then, bro.
Well, we did.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I
nah.
thought that shit was.
I thought that was the coolest
fire.
shit
I thought
back
it was
then,
fire.
though.
So did I. I thought that shit was cool.
That was like
It was always a funny.
But
clip
after
to
you,
me back then.
I'm not gonna lie. But after you see it like for the 100th time this year, yeah, I understand.
bro. And then every WrestleMania, he has to come out, welcome, bro. Vince only ever did the welcome to WrestleMania. I think it was only once, and it was the inception of WrestleMania.
I think he also did it whenever the fans came back.
He wants
Yeah,
to
was
be
it-
the
yeah.
Dana. He wants to be the Dana White of WWE. Like
I thought, I wanna be back.
like you got to remember every press conference. Like when they still used to do them. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they stopped doing them, like just so they can avoid the Brock Lesnar questions, is like that is like,
Diabolical.
that is nasty.
That is
Like y'all,
insane.
that is disgusting. Y'all are disgusting for that. I'm not gonna lie. But like even back when the press conferences was happening, he's there at the end of every post show conference answering questions without actually answering them and answering them in the most stupidest way possible. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be Dana White, bro. Like that's what he wants to be. I'm
The
not
only
like
other reason that it works for Dana White is he's the creator of the UFC.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like that's his, bro. Like he started that from the ground up. He was the first guy who actually took MMA to a mainstream level. That's his baby. And it's like, go ahead, bro. Do that all you want. Like put yourself, like he doesn't put himself on posters, but he's front and center for every single major UFC event. And it's like, that's fine because that is what you created. Triple H, you didn't make this shit, bro. And first off, like, this is not like what you created. You're taking this off of somebody else's reigns. Now, if Vince McMahon did this, I mean, who's to tell him that he's crazy for doing it? He's the one that took wrestling to a mainstream level. Who am I to tell Vince McMahon, oh, this guy's just always putting himself in center of attention? He's the guy. He's the guy that got us all into watching wrestling because he made it mainstream. Who am I to tell him? Like,
this is my I've done research on Triple H, man. This is the conclusion I've come to. I think Triple H not only wants to be Dana White, but I think Triple H, if he had the choice, he would be born as a McMahon. Essentially, this is why. Like, it sounds funny, but this is why. When Triple H started in WWE and he started getting into the good graces of Vince McMahon and slithering his way into the McMahon family, you know what I'm saying? Slithering into Stephanie McMahon, literally crazy. But just slithering his way into the McMahon family, he started to kind of like overtake Shane McMahon's place as like Vince's favorite son, or the son like that Vince never had, essentially. And you start to see that in ways where Did y'all know that NXT, just that concept of young stars on a televised weekly show, wasn't even a Triple H idea?
wasn't that
What if I
Yeah,
told
what's up,
y'all?
Dusty?
What if I told y'all that is an idea that Shane McMahon brought to Vince McMahon and Vince shot it down?
Bro, what?
And then later Vince McMahon started it up, but had Triple H take over it. And Triple H was the one essentially parading around with Shane McMahon's idea. Ever since the Attitude Era, ever since Triple H married into the family, he has been closely and more like getting himself closer to Vince McMahon and pretty much making himself more of a McMahon to the point where I think Triple H truly believes he's in the McMahon, like he's a McMahon. Like I think he truly believes he's like he is Sami Zayn. He is like literally an honorary McMahon. I'm not gonna lie. He's to the McMahon family what Sami Zayn is to the bloodline. But like, it's not a character. I think Triple H truly believes he's a McMahon. Because the way he's acting, I'm not gonna lie, it's little Vince. He acts like little Vince.
Yeah,
I think he's little Vince. I'm not gonna. I truly think he really thinks like, yo, I'm Vince McMahon's son. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm being so for real. And it sounds crazy, but I'm being so for real, bro. I'm being for real. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy.
Yeah, I could definitely. Nah, I could definitely see that, bro. This dude is, and now the
Like
fact
you
that,
said, right? That's why he parades around like he was a part of the family that created this, because he truly thinks like, I'm a part of the family. That's what I think so, bro.
look at the way that he acts, bro. Like, dude is always dropping, like Russell's about was saying, bro, mixtapes. Like, bro, like, oh my god, bro, like, it is the most hilarious shit. Like, he walks into, and it's crazy because anytime he walks into a room full of fans, bro, it's like he owns it, bro. Like, bro, he like literally sit there, like he made
Trap,
the
you know what I
WWE.
mean though, Trap. Like a born a McMahon though, bro. Like you know what I mean.
Bro, he wants to be there for every press conference, everything, dude. Like, do you really like? You're not a talent, bro. Do you really need to be there for all this stuff?
No, he
Do you
doesn't
really need to be the first person that comes out for literally everything major? Like, bro, you have to be really conceited to really, really do this.
He's a fraud. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna drop some more knowledge on y'all, bro. I'm gonna drop some more research on y'all, bro. Bret Hart said, Triple H has never had a good idea. Like, and he has never heard a good idea, a good original idea come out of Triple H. And the irony in that is, what if I told y'all? Some of y'all probably already know this. Do y'all know the Montreal Screwjob was Triple H's idea? Like Triple H came up with the idea. Vince McMahon okayed it, and Sean went through with it.
Well, Sean didn't like Brett, so that's
and in front of the face of Bret Hart, Triple H sat there and swore to God that, I swear to God that I didn't know. I swear to God strike me down right now. All of that. From back then, bro, this guy is a narcissist, bro. This guy is not a good person. This guy is smug. This guy is like it's just so much bad vibes from Triple H that you really start to understand, bro. You really start to understand why he acts like this. But with his whole history, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Tim, real quick, I'm gonna read Ant's comment. When we get in that Triple H deep dive.
Do y'all want a Triple H? Do y'all want a Triple H video? I just dropped a video on Seth Rollins.
Listen.
I will drop a video. I will drop a deep dive on like why Triple H is scum. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I just wonder.
You dropped it today.
What's Teal's video?
What happened, bro? Like
Teal Salesforce.
What? Like how did things change?
Oh yeah, check out the new video I just dropped it today. The almost main character of WWE, Seth Rollins, just dropped it today.
Logistics.
Where did everything go wrong, bro? Like,
where's Teal's
the way the product? Because I don't know how much impact TKO really has in terms of all the stuff creatively. But bro, literally, how did the product drop off so decreasingly bad from 2023 and 2024 to 2025? Like, the drop off is pretty significant.
I think they must have got rid of some writers or something, bro. I don't know. Ghost, if you can't find it, just check my IG story. I posted the link.
I'm gonna find it. Yeah.
Like, there's no way how. I remember there was a point in time where you can clearly tell the WWE, right? There was a point in time, and this mostly started in 2022. I would even say there even portions of 2021. Where the weekly shows wouldn't really be all that great, right? but then the pay-per-views were must watch. I can't say the same anymore. I can't say the same. There was a period in time where like I legitimately thought the WWE wasn't missing on pay-per-views.
I don't think they were at 2023. They definitely they weren't. I'm not gonna lie.
And
Did
said
miss.
Triple H went Hollywood after Mania 40.
And this is the thing is I don't. How do you drop off so
You're
drastically
wrong.
from a point of like you're at the highest of highs creatively to then now you're at a low of lows.
Like I remember when we were at the highest of highs. Tio was there too. We literally were saying we were better than the Attitude Era at one point.
I remember that. You remember that?
We all y'all on Talk with Blaze. We had debates about it. It was everywhere, and now it's just like, what the fuck happened?
Boy, were we wrong.
Oh man.
There's no way. Like, okay, so for example, you know, in the Attitude Era, clearly, it was a high of highs. In '02, you could start to see that like steady decline, especially like '02 and a little bit of '02, a little bit of '03. But then they immediately picked back up. But it was never like a really crazy low. It was just a low because of the talent pool, right? A lot of the guys that we had been accustomed to watching for years were guys like Steve Austin and The Rock. A lot of these bigger stars, they were going away. But now it's like, what has changed? 2022 to 2025, like really no stars have left. If anything, we've gained more stars. The roster's as healthy as ever.
Oh,
So
man.
what's the issue?
I truly think. I think there are signs that showed, like Triple H definitely had those signs of things like back in 2023 and 2022 even. I can't even say in 2022 because he kind of was flawless, but in 2023 you started to see it with the Judgment Day repetitiveness, and then 2024 you kind of started to see a couple of signs too with Cody Rhodes title reign not being as generational as it should have been, but I think it's really just Triple H running out of gas. I also think, to quote Bret Hart, you know what I'm saying, not having Triple H not having his own good ideas. The only one thing I can really maybe give him is that Gunther reign.
Yeah, that's the.
And I'll give him the Seth Rollins reign too. But everything else was continuations of like he really just picked up where Vince left off on almost all storylines. Almost everything.
The Gunther world title. I mean the Gunther IC title reign, and then the Seth Rollins initial world heavyweight title reign.
When all of those storylines were off, that was started by Vince, you Triple H kind of struggled to find new ones. I truly think that's what it was.
I think the other thing is relying on too many multifaceted storylines, like too many storylines with so many layers, too many title reigns with like the length in terms of them, and I think you tend to hinder the evolution of some of the stars on the roster because you don't ever give them opportunities. It's only like a few select people that get the opportunities. Meanwhile, everybody else just kind of gets handed like the short end of the stick. And it almost feels like if you're not a part of a world title scene or like you're a part of just a title scene, then you're kind of just useless. And look at Sheamus. The guy's not a part of anything. This is a guy who every week can clearly go still at his age of 47 or 48.
Yeah, Sheamus.
And he can't find anything for him to do unless it's for a title.
All Hunter has to do with Sheamus is just have him put on a good match. That's all you have to do at this point.
That's low key, T.O. What is becoming my issue with Cody Rhodes. It almost seems like Triple H is too scared to take the title off Cody Rhodes.
Scared to take risks.
Because he doesn't know what he wants to do with him if he doesn't have the title.
Which is crazy because he booked them for like literally a whole year without it. Like it's like it should.
But there was a story in place that he was going to get back
the
title with a bigger storyline.
So
But
it just boils down to Triple H just not being creative enough. Then at that point,
exactly, because think about it. Okay, so if he loses now, right? He loses the title. Let's say he would have lost to Drew McIntyre, there would have still been well, not an outright story, but like there would have been there wouldn't have been an
The
outright story,
direction.
but basically, when he lost to Roman Reigns at 39, everybody knew that he was gonna get back to facing Roman a year later.
yeah,
I think it's if Cody were to lose right now, I'm not sure he has a direction on how he would get back that title.
which is crazy. Millions of
Diabolical.
man paid millions of dollars to write storylines, and this is ridiculous, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he's having issues, and look, John Cena, right? John Cena for years was holding world titles. In 2012, he spent a majority of that year. Actually, he spent the
The
whole
whole
year.
year. The
I
whole
don't even
year.
think
Yeah.
he didn't hold a world title that whole year.
Did
And
he
he
hold a
was
single title?
no, he didn't
No, he
hold
didn't.
any titles.
He was just there.
And he wasn't even in the world title scene until August of that year
Mm.
again. So the guy spent the first half of the year doing Kane stuff, The Rock stuff, and John Laurinaitis stuff. The first half, the first 7 months of the year, that's what he spent doing. I just don't know because in 2023 you had Cody Rhodes, and into 2024 you had Cody Rhodes doing Damian Priest stuff. You had him doing Shinsuke Nakamura stuff. You had him doing Brock Lesnar stuff. What's the issue now? Why can't you like? Why can't you develop some stuff for him to do outside of the title so that people can get a break of seeing him without the title? Because we're gonna get to a point. This guy's gonna hold the title past WrestleMania. I'm pretty damn sure.
Oh,
So
brother.
think about it like this: this guy might
Oh
go on another
no.
300-day reign. That means in a span of about
That's
close
not
to
good,
two.
man.
By the time we get to Mania 43, this guy might be in total since Mania 40 had two title reigns that are going to combine for over 600 days.
It's gonna be a gentleman's 2 year reign. Like y'all know how they got like a gentleman's sweep. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
it's basically gonna be a 2 year reign, but like gentlemen's.
And I thought the whole thing was to get away from the Roman Reigns stuff, which is holding the titles for so long. In this aspect, you're giving him two separate title reigns that are going to equal half of what Roman Reigns held his titles for. And it's like
Yikes.
that's not a solution. That is still a problem. So
That's
the fact
crazy.
that you're not giving anybody else opportunities, I think, is a major issue. And I don't want to fully blame it on Cody because that has to come from writing. But sometimes Cody, as the star that he is, he has to put his foot down. And I get that he tried to probably do that at WrestlePalooza. At least that's what the reports were saying with this whole Randy Orton stuff. And it's like, dude, Triple H is being mad fucking hard headed. You clearly
Yeah.
want to run Cody Rhodes into the fucking ground. You want to see this guy get hated.
The fact
You
that
like,
Cody don't even agree with the story direction right now is like that should be a red flag
well, I
when
also
your
think,
main eventers don't agree with like yo nah
he's become a little bit wiser from his time in AEW,
yeah
where he knew in AEW he fucked up, and it's like
hmm
now he kind of sees the writing on the wall. He
yeah oh
sees
for
that.
sure
Like he sees what this is going to turn into. This is what I mean. Cody's an amazing talent. Any generational face would not be able to survive something like this because it's hard, bro. The booking doesn't allow for the way people's perceptions change is very quick, especially with people's like people are just when we come on the for example when we come on the internet, right? Everybody's
hmm
attention span is very quick. This
hmm
is why TikTok is such a big thing nowadays. It's the same thing with a product. If we're getting too much of the same thing and it's long extended periods of time, people are gonna get shut off by that. They're gonna be like, damn, like why is this guy holding the title for so long? What the fuck is he doing? Why are we not building any captivating stories? And it's just this long extended it almost feels like a very long extended YouTube video of how to fuck somebody over pure like again and again by doing the same shit.
because no one's benefiting. Like when Drew McIntyre and these guys that are losing to Cody, like Drew McIntyre isn't benefiting, and this isn't benefiting Cody. So it's like, what is the point, bro?
And the other thing is like you're running the risk not only of like you know killing Cody's like credibility as a babyface, but you might have just killed off Drew McIntyre.
He might be done, bro.
You like
He needs to get out of that
and
company.
here's the thing. I'm so glad that Jacob Fatu is out right now. Cause
Oh,
my
they would have
God.
killed his credibility bad.
I mean, but well, not yeah, but I think to his hype, Triple H already killed it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Yeah,
like
because that cage match at SummerSlam, oh my god, horrible.
but like think about it, man. Like
but yeah, I get
Pe-
you. I get your credibility. Yeah,
people had been clamoring for a Jacob Fatu Cody Rhodes match. Hence, what they did. What was it last year where they had like a little face off, and people loved it. People wanted to see it. But I'm not gonna lie, the way they're booking Cody right now, it don't look like things would have gone Jacob Fatu's way. Obviously, I don't think he was winning, but I'm not gonna lie. How the hell just and mind you, Jacob Fatu is a guy who's been booked pretty strongly. From a just wrestling aspect, he's been booked strongly. Doesn't lose much. How the hell is Cody Rhodes going to pin this guy clean? Or how are you even gonna make sense of it? He's gonna cheat again to beat Jacob Fatu. This is the only way. But Jacob doesn't take clean losses anyways, as it is. Look at the loss he took to Solo in the fucking steel cage match.
Like garbage
He doesn't
ass
take
match.
he doesn't take clean losses. The losses he's taken to Solo were not clean. So it's like I'm kind of glad he's on the shelf because God forbid the dude would have been inserted there into a feud with Cody Rhodes and he would have made to look stupid. I mean, granted, I think the route that they were gonna go is probably a triple threat. So who knows? Maybe I don't
oh
know.
my god! So that means the Randy stuff still isn't even. I don't even. I don't even know what that's. I
We
don't know.
talked about that earlier. It seems like they have nothing for Randy Orton unless he's
Which is
attached to
sad, by
whatever.
the way.
Unless he's attached to anything Cody Rhodes is doing, Randy doesn't do anything else. You're wasting this guy's career by having him attached to Cody Rhodes stuff, and it's like you don't even use the guy. If he's not feuding with Drew McIntyre or if he's not doing anything Cody Rhodes related, he doesn't interact with anybody else. Why? And this is supposed to be a Triple H guy? I can't tell. I can't tell.
Nobody's a Triple H guy in a Triple. Even his guys, he do them dirty, bro.
He's
Set himself there.
he's single handedly also sabotage Rhea Ripley. He almost single handedly sabotaged Rhea.
Where's Rhea been?
Oh, she is injured though.
She's hurt.
I think she got broken.
Where?
She broke
Oh,
her
in
nose
the
in
match,
Japan.
right?
Yeah, she'll be out for a little bit.
Yeah, she'll be out. That's why they.
God
they
damn
put,
it, Rhea.
It don't be too long though. She gonna come out with a face mask though.
That's why they haven't whatchamacallit. That's why they haven't proceeded that storyline with her and EO against
which sucks
Warriors.
because that storyline was the thing putting her back in the good graces of fans.
Yeah, because Triple H almost single handedly sabotaged her by putting her in world title matches all the time. And oh lord,
I don't know why. But...
Triple H is also sabotaging Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I'm at this point. I'm convinced he doesn't know what to do with Belair, and that's sad.
He just like you just said to you, this is a guy who just sabotages everybody. Even the typical Triple H guys or girls, they just get sabotaged.
When I seen that Roman Reigns stock had dropped and Roman Reigns started to get fumbled, I was like, oh yeah, nobody's gonna be safe.
How do you fuck that up with Roman?
Triple H clearly don't fuck with Roman Reigns anymore.
Well, it's time for Roman to retire anyway.
But see, that's the thing. I can't even like sometimes you get cases where it's LA Knight and Drew McIntyre to where like, okay, Triple H really just don't rock with them. But in most cases, you can't really gauge if he don't rock with them because it's like, okay, does he not rock with him or is he just that? Is he just that trash? Like he's that buns? Sometimes he's just that buzz at booking. Like he just sucks that much at booking. I'm not gonna lie. It makes it seem like he don't rock with the person, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What sucks for Roman Reigns, right, is he doesn't appear much, and every time he does appear, he seems completely directionless. There's
Just
no
been like, oh
direction.
yeah.
There's no direction for him ever. It seems like once he lost that title, it's just been directionless booking every fucking time.
Diabolical, by the way.
There should be a continuation of things for him to do every time he appears on TV. They're probably gonna go a whole different direction of booking whenever he does decide to come back to TV, because they just don't know what to do with him. And it's sad, bro. It really is sad because the guy is clearly a megastar, and he can clearly still go in the ring, and you just decide to what, use him for slop. That's it. Have him cutting bullshit promos. Have him say, "Acknowledge me" all the time now. I mean, not that he's done that ever before, but and then
That's a baby face.
he's just. I feel like he's always cutting the same damn promo, dude. If I'm Roman Reigns, I'm
Time to
going to
retire.
I'm going to Hollywood, man.
It's time to retire.
The way shit is going, bro. Just go to Hollywood, man.
It's time to retire. You had a good 4 years.
It's time to retire.
Hey, so BTBC, I did enjoy being up here. I do got to get going though. I got work in the morning. Is there any one last thing y'all, you know what I'm saying, want me to touch on before I get up out of here? Opinion or something? Chat, y'all up here, anything like?
Shit.
It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes. If y'all still here, y'all are amazing.
Yeah, I don't really think there's really anything else outside of, you know.
I think we hit it all.
But I think Monday Night Raw tomorrow. I guess we'll see what that looks like.
Tomorrow.
I think yeah, I don't know. I feel like what we're probably going to. I think that's where Triple H should give LA Knight a world title shot essentially, and then probably we're probably going towards a triple threat with Jay, LA Knight, and CM Punk. Probably if they don't do I think they genuinely might do the MFT War Games thing because there's nothing. If you're gonna try to put Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Brock Lesnar in the way, you still need 2 more people.
Is it 5 or is it 4 people?
I think it's
done
either
5 the
or.
last 2 years.
It's usually 5. Sometimes they can do 4, but it's usually 5. I mean, I guess you could keep it to 4, but it's like it's just gonna feel like I don't know. My only prediction for Survivor Series is that's where we get the Jey Uso heel turn, which this is the longest heel turn of all time. Jesus Christ! But I do think that's where we get the Jey Uso.
I don't think it's longer than Randy Orton's.
Yeah, they've been teasing that for how long?
ATO. Remember Clash in Scotland last year? Randy coming out, eyeing that title.
Yeah, he just came out. He said, "Good job, man."
Yeah, bro.
It's been that long, Tio.
Yo, so many, and that's the problem, right? This is the last thing I'll say. I think my main problem is the passing up on so many generational matches that we could have got, because you would think like you're in your mind you're thinking, oh, we haven't gotten these matches yet because Triple H has a plan for them. It's a long-term plan for them. No. There actually is no plan for these matches. Roman versus Cody 3, something that was getting teased literally right after Mania 40, still hasn't happened. Cody versus Randy Orton, still ain't happened. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, still ain't happened. So it's like, no, we're just not gonna get them.
They just booking straight off vibes.
Off the vibes.
This is vibes.
Off the vibes.
Yo, that's what this is the last thing I'll say, but when you were talking about how Triple H always wants to be the center of attention, why do you think they did WWE on Real?
Oh, brother.
The guy was literally the focal point of every episode.
And that's my cue. Listen, that's my cue. I'm going to let y'all end it off, close it up, do y'all outro.
Oh man.
BTBC, I had a bunch of fun here. I loved y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love being on this show.
Oh man.
Check out my show on this network, on this channel, Oversputed on
Yes, sir.
we're on Wednesdays spot. We're on Wednesdays, right?
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
Damn, you don't know. All
It's
right.
late. It's late. I'm sleeping.
Damn.
And I've been watching Triple H's book and it's frying my brain.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Fair.
But
Yeah,
I'm glad to be here for the celebration of CM Punk. Jack Perry K AWK. I like AW. I don't like Jack Perry. But yeah. BTBC, thank y'all for having me. Love y'all, man. Love
No
y'all.
problem, Tia.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, Tia.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Well,
All right,
man.
chat. As y'all can see, I'm tired. It's been 3 hours, 23 minutes. Oh, sorry, 3 hours.
Longest episode we've
24
done
minutes.
A while.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
but still sticking around. We appreciate you. Catch us next week. Don't know what we'll be talking about yet. Hopefully, something comes up this week.
Ooh, before we head out, I got one
Wednesday,
announcement.
catch us for Overspeeded. What's up?
November 22nd, chat. No, I lied. November 30th. Rest of the year selection show. Be there, be square. If you guys want to see who makes it the top 16 men and women, that is the episode we will be revealing the top 16, but both brackets. So stay tuned. November 30th.
Vote for Don Callis.
By the way, tell them what day the forms close.
Oh yeah, that's what the November 22nd came in. So the forms that the final nomination forms, those close November 22nd after full gear.
Don Callis family.
From that point on, Death Riders for the win. From that point on, me and the committee will be taking all the votes in and all of our seeding and rankings in. It will be again try to get down, narrowing it down to the top 16.
And guess what? If you want to fill out those forms, join the Discord.
Join the Discord and vote Don Callis family.
Nope.
Death Riders.
No.
Death Riders.
Death Riders.
No.
Right, Darian? Death Riders?
All right, at the stream.
Indeed.
Yep. All right, John.
But we will see y'all Wednesday, around at the clock Friday. Back.
Yes.
Yes.
It's back.
We had a little break. Scheduling was fucked. But we're back. And then next Sunday, BTBC again.
Let's do it.
Next week. Y'all be safe.
Fuck CM Punk.